I love that takeout means food, dating, and murder. Take him out. If you're a praying mantis, it can be all three at once. You don't have to be a praying mantis. Day 26 of animating. Look at the possibilities. Think about the money you could make. Do it. Put it on. Yes, I actually saw this sort of thing happen live when this person showed off their animation skills. And, I mean, they are skills for sure. If this is just day 26 of animating, if, like, let's say that means that they started 26 days ago, they're already doing pretty freaking good. Although I assume that it's their 26th day of animating this particular video. Like, they had to know what people were gonna be saying, or a lot of losers on the internet were gonna be saying. They definitely had to prepare. I just don't think they could have ever prepared for just how overwhelmingly people were gonna be weird about it. And yes, Oliver, you are one of the weird ones about it, all right? You can think it, but they don't need to hear it, you know? I don't know. Besides, think about the money. What do you mean? They're not gonna make any money. They're gonna post it. You're all gonna see it for free. Yawn and leave. They're not gonna make any money from doing it, you dork. I find atheists confusing. It's like going to a restaurant and believing there's no cook in the back. That's a baby level metaphor. It's like going to a restaurant and ordering food, but it doesn't come. And the waiter tells you to keep ordering because the cook will hear you and your order will come. But it's been hours and your food still hasn't shown up, and the waiter tells you you're not ordering hard enough. And also sometimes the waiter is inappropriate with kids. Oh, and a bunch of people are constantly dying from horrific diseases around you, while the cook refuses to feed them. Can you imagine, though, having a cook or chef or whatever at any restaurant that just doesn't do their job and then wanders around and goes, I just work mysteriously. You can't comprehend what it is that I am on, and you never will. Oh, too bad. Off topic, is it Batmans or Batmen? Common misconception. A group of Batman is actually called an orphanage. God, I'm so bored with Batman. I don't know why, but there's something almost intoxicating about drinking 14 beers. You know? You're right. 14 though. Good God. I know that 14 is usually hyperbole. What's the most you've ever had in one go? I think my record was 12, and I'll never, ever do that again because, oh my God, it's not fun throwing up forever afterwards. My boyfriend got his side pregnant, but we both love each other. Should I stay? Yes. They'll need a clown for the kids' birthday parties. Nah, come on, Rhonda, leave. You have no legal or even moral obligation at this point. Just go. Just go and find somebody that doesn't have a side. How about that? How about that? You're worth much more than a guy that has side, so to speak. Some people masturbate more than they brush their teeth. Who the hell brushes their teeth 15 times a day? Like, all I can focus on is the original image here. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Why do you care, all right? You're not smelling these people's breath, okay? You're not paying for their dental bills, all right? I don't give a shit, and I'm really surprised that you do, Lisa Simpson, or whatever your real goddamn name is. I don't know, and I also don't care about that. No more Down syndrome kids will be born. Japan scientists delete chromosome linked to the disorder. Grilled cheese market gonna crash. I'm confused. Is there a stereotype around people with Down syndrome where they like grilled cheese? What? Look, maybe I'm too, I don't know, stupid? I don't know what it is, all right? But I don't understand that one at all. But have a great day, Scott8873. Yeah, you have a good day. I'm on r/Labubu commenting obvious counterfeit on every post. God's work. I'm on r/Labubu posting Labubu R34. Man, I am so specifically out of it with Labubu. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I collect a lot of stupid crap, okay? I am a collector by nature. That's what I do. I just do a lot of collecting, all right? I've got hundreds of things. See, I'm not even like a big collector. I don't have thousands of things. I just have hundreds, maybe 1 or 2 hundreds of things. But one thing you'll never catch me collecting, ever, are little stuffed animals. I can't do it. That stuff is not long for this world, okay? Look, I can say that the Beanie Babies, they're still around, okay? Barely, all right? Just barely. How long do you think Labubu's are gonna last? Do you think those Squishmallows are gonna be here 60 years from now in your old age? No. Either you're gonna get rid of them or they're gonna fall apart. Okay, I just don't trust stuffed animals, little stuffies. I collect things that are going to last as long as possible. I mean, I say that and I collect things like video games and VHS tapes. They will not. However, the difference is, everyone says that those things don't last very long at all, but all the ones I have are over 35 years old and still play like they were brand new. So I don't understand what the people are talking about. Screw French people. What? Do you really think this shit is out of context? There's only hell for the baguette. What? You know what? I'm hands off. Burger King can go off, I guess. I'm not their dad. I don't make the rules here, and I'm really glad I don't. How X, Y, and Z felt after leaving the alphabet and joining mathematics. Then you realize D is just A bricked up. What? Oh, I think I see what you're... Yeah. I see what you're saying. I think it's stupid, you know? I think it's kind of dumb, but no, I get it. I totally understand. I hate you, though. Let's split up, gang. Scooby, girls, you check out the basement, and I'll help Shaggy upstairs. Bruh, you cannot leave those white women alone with a Great Dane. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, stop it. Stop it. You're disgusting. No, genuinely. Even as a joke, if that's where your brain went, you gross me the hell out. Don't touch me. POV. You hear the full story and realize you've been defending the wrong person. Me after watching the World War II documentary. You know, it's funny, I bet Levi's not kidding. I've got a sneaky suspicion that a lot of people that make jokes like this aren't kidding. Oh, wow. That's super cool. I don't find it funny. I mean, I don't find a lot of the same stuff funny that I did 10, 15 years ago, which is good. I'm glad I don't. I'm glad that over this time, I have grown as a person in every conceivable way, except for physically. I stopped growing physically a long time ago, okay? I tapped out at 6'3". Sometimes I'm a little shorter. Sometimes I'm a little bit taller, but I basically tapped out overall. A sniper's dream. What is it with everybody who has giant craniums in this one? Why is that seemingly a thing? I don't understand. Is that just like a decent chunk of this subreddit? Like 20-25% of this subreddit is just someone with a big head? I don't get it. And what causes that? Genuinely, what in the world causes it to balloon up like that? Is it like a daily thing? You know, like a balloon? Or is it there since birth? What is it? A 40-year-old? No, he's not. Elon Musk. Haha, very funny. AI, awesome. AI is cool. AI is so awesome. I love AI. I built a demonic girl in Minecraft. What do you think? Is this what the UK citizens are going to have to do now? What is that? Oh. Okay, gotcha. That took me a second. Nope, that is probably what they're gonna have to do, if we're being completely honest. But hey, you know what? Restriction breeds innovation, okay? And I see this as very innovative, you know? Me personally, that's just what I think, okay? Hollywood star Al Pacino at 82 has announced that he is expecting his 4th child with his 29-year-old girlfriend, okay? Father and child are both gonna be wearing diapers. It must be kind of interesting, though, you know, never getting to know your father because he had you when he was in his 80s. Like, okay, maybe the kid will get to an age where he can have a memory of his dad who is old enough to almost be his great-grandfather at this point. It is a little weird. Like, dog, really? At this point? Why didn't you get it snipped, brother? Why? It's kind of I don't know. In my opinion, it's a little bit weird that you're in your 80s not worrying about that sort of thing. You should be, okay? Maybe at a certain point, just stop, dude. I mean, congrats that it still works, I guess, but dude, you don't need to be having them. Whatever, man. It's not even a money issue, obviously. It's Al Pacino. He's covered. His family's good, right? But it just seems crappy. I remember Dad. You don't, because he had me 45 years ago, and he had you 2 years before he died. Her French kiss includes Belgium? Oh, get it? Because huge mouth. I don't know what it is about this subreddit that just doesn't tickle my fancy anymore. It really doesn't, you know? But here I am, still being made to do it, week after week. Why would the Grim Reaper need a scythe if he can kill people just by touching them? Because he's the Grim Reaper, and he needs a scythe to reap. Otherwise, he would be known as the Grim Toucher, and that might get him on a list. Well, I don't think it would matter if he was on a list or not, all right? The Grim Reaper, who cares? Oh no, he's on the list. He kills people, okay? And he ferries them to the other side. He's not exactly like a bad guy, but he's not a good guy either necessarily. He's part of the natural order of things, so whatever, I suppose. Sure, it's probably due to his name. He's got to have that scythe, but you know what? In my opinion, it's always been more of an aura thing, you know? Without it, he's just not as cool. He has to have an accessory. He's got to have his little weapon, okay? Them. How clean can Japan really be? Them. Oh, right, they're gutters. Gotcha. You think that's impressive? America's so clean that we have people living in the gutter. Yeah, we've got tons of people living in the gutter. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. Also, come on. Look, I know it's a cleaner place, but let's stop romanticizing modern civilization. There are plenty of places that are squeaky clean and gorgeous there, but much like a lot of other spots, it can get gross and dank and shit as well, okay? Just stop it, all right? Let's stop this. What is the question for y'all? If your username is the answer, that's the question? Have you seen the hamster? None of that made any sense. I mean, I get the joke at the end, but just none of it made sense leading up to it, so I don't know what's going on. Mr. Beast says he wants to recreate the Hunger Games in real life with the winner taking home $1 million. There are at least 3 books on why this is a bad idea. He doesn't give it. He just wants money. That robot just needs more money, okay? And I'm sorry, if you're gonna recreate the Hunger Games, $1 million ain't shit. No, it needs to be like a $50 million grand prize after taxes, you jackass. And that's like minimum. That's me being as conservative as possible on that estimate. I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, so I just have nothing to say on the movie itself, but I just want to say that I hate this gif, and I want to strangle something every time I see it. This is the worst way to depict someone eating a sushi whatever in a kid movie. You know it's fictional because they let the K-pop stars eat. Well, they're not just K-pop stars. You would know that if you watched it. They're way cooler than that, okay? I do love the movie details, though. That is one of my absolute favorite subreddits. Maybe I'll get the chance to cover it here on EmKay very soon. I hope and imagine. Ladies, stop having sex with men who aren't capable of your financial responsibilities. What's he bringing to the table? When you people tweet these things, please also state how much you charge for sex. No one likes to DM for prices. Yes, just be upfront about it. I charge a lot, by the way. Like a ton. Like at least $40. Was showing my mom a pic of this cute guy I'm texting, but he's 6'7", and she was like, Christ, he looks like he'd eat you for breakfast. And I was like, I hope so. And now she's not talking to me. My mother told me that if I ever met a man who could lick his eyebrows, I should marry him. I was 11. Who the f can even do that anyways? What a weird thing to say to an 11-year-old. What a gross thing to say. The little twink loves his muscle mommy. Okay. Why is 69 afraid of 70? Because they once had a fight in 71. Sorry, guys. 70 is a rumored cannibal, but no one can prove who's 78. 78 my ass. God, how many more of these types of number jokes can we actually come up with as a society as we go down the line? Like, truly! I hate the word nut. There's a nicer word. Oh, look at the squirrel storing for the winter. Oh, go find God. Otters show their babies when they are in danger to make the enemy feel mercy. Human shield. That just seems like some shit someone absolutely made the f up, right? Stratolaunch, the biggest plane in the world, is about to fly. Yep, I figured that was gonna be the joke. I called it in my own brain a mile ago. I waved at a man because I thought he waved at me. Apparently he waved to another woman. So to get out of the awkward situation, I kept my hand up and a taxi pulled over and drove me to the airport. I'm now in Poland starting a new life. Randomly raising your hand and surprising Poland with a visit used to be a German tradition. Always comes back to him, doesn't it? How healthy or unhealthy is Panda Express? I'm talking about food items such as white rice, super greens, and the broccoli beef. It can't be all that bad for you, right? It's so healthy. Me and my buddies love sharing one big serving of rice. We blindfold ourselves and use our tongues to explore the rice itself. It's like a maze. And if you accidentally rub up against a friend's tongue, that's okay. We're all here to feast. That sure is something that isn't actually, like, I'm sorry. It's just not actually funny, okay? Someone saw this question, and because they didn't put, like, a serious flair or tag or whatever you want to call it on there, they just decided to project and go, I want to make out with my friends. Like, okay. The first two out of 3 years of The Truman Show must have been really boring to watch. Or not 2 out of 3, 2 to 3? I don't know. I wonder if they showed, I'm just not enjoying this right now. Shine on you, crazy diamond, in Jerusalem. Uncut? In Jerusalem? Nurses deserve more flowers. I've seen the nurses in my room more times than I've seen my doctor. Almost every 4 hours, they're coming around. Real. But if your doctor starts seeing you every 4 hours, you might need those flowers for yourself. My teeth are the whitest they've ever been. I added this to my toothpaste as an abrasive. My teeth aren't any cleaner with my usual toothpaste. That's why I docked this 1 star. But my teeth are glowing absolutely bright white now. Enough so that if I grin, I can read the newspaper in complete darkness. If you have back pain, I recommend this simple exercise. Sending this to my grandma. That's funny, dude. No, really though, it could benefit her. You don't know. You're making the joke because haha, grandma old, but some old people are genuinely built different, okay? Those folks that can still like run into their 100s, sure, they're not running fast. I could probably sit down and move faster than them. However, they're 100 and I'm 29, so there's a big difference in age here, you know? Much more impressive what they're doing, despite the speed. Uber gives you a little discount if you're willing to risk your life with a female driver, as long as they get paid less. If my bro had to take 1,000,000 backshots to save my life, I know he'd take 1,000,001 just to make sure I'm safe. I'd take 999,999 just for the love of the game. Haha. Wow. I mean, that's more respectable. You know what I mean? They're being honest. Jesus Christ, what is going on the internet? I guess more specifically Instagram. What the hell's up with you guys over there, huh? I mean, I've been posting a lot more on Instagram. You should follow me over there at itsboobin. I like posting random pictures I take, and I think it's, as far as social media is concerned, that's where I like to be the majority of the time now. Do you guys wash your balls? Here we go. I hadn't washed mine for 8 months and decided to finally do it because it had a really bad odor. Damn, after 8 months, you only just noticed then, huh? But I gotta be honest, I regretted this decision immediately. It was just slippery and slimy afterward, and I wasn't able to handle it as well. I don't know, I just couldn't shoot it that day. What? And to be honest, it smells even worse now. Always read the subreddit name, Jesus Christ. Oh, gotcha. Basketball. I mean, you could wash the ball, just clean it off, and then let it dry, dude. What are you talking about? Come on. Dad, you must be hella tired today, but don't worry about it. I'll beat Mom and bring you a beer, passing down generational knowledge. Is that what was going on in this movie scene? I don't know, I've never seen it because I don't really care at all, but is that what happened? If so, wow, what a beautiful Father's Day gift, Do my work for me just for the day. I think that's fair, right? Gonna tell my kids this is Martin Burger King. You do that, man. I don't think you're gonna have kids, though. I don't know, I just got a sneaky suspicion that you're not gonna have, or you don't have any right now. Maybe, I'll give the benefit of the doubt, you might have some in the future, but I don't see it. I mean, I guess everything I say here on this channel is a guess. I'm just spitballing, okay? I'm shit farting right now. That's a new phrase. My dad walked in on me playing Kingdom Hearts as a kid, and I told him I was killing a boss, and he said, I wish I could kill my boss, and left. Well, you think that's what... They made a whole movie about this, okay? It hasn't aged great because, unfortunately, it stars, someone who should be gone forever, Kevin Spacey, but hey, you know what? At least he plays a villain and he gets his shit in the end. You know what I mean? It's great. The second Horrible Bosses is so bad, it actually annoys me to no end. First one's great. The second, don't watch the second one, man. It's so awful. Anyway, when you realize it's finally happening, wedding cake before engagement is wild. Oh, damn, yeah. That's a lucky lady right there. What the hell does he have in that left cheek pocket, though? Is that his wallet? Because damn, that thing's sticking out. I mean, this is what... there's so many things I could say, but lucky lady, gotta say, man. If he keeps doing his squats and keeping that calorie intake the same, I think this guy's gonna be caked up for the remainder of his life, and I'm sure she is all too happy about that. I mean, look, 2 pillows, brother. She's never gonna go without. If this video gets 100,000 likes, I'll quit my job and do whatever endurance challenge the top comment says and document the whole journey. Break the Bonnie Blue 1,000 man in 24-hour record. It does take significant endurance, all right? I don't know what the hell that means. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, shit, that record. I think he could do it. And yes, endurance. I totally forgot about this woman. I completely forgot about this 1,000 body count record, man. And I hope she's doing all right. That's just strange. Anyway, I think it's a worthy thing. All you gotta do is beat her by 1, right? Not by a whole lot, because I don't think she wants to do that shit ever again, man. And you'll hold that record for the remainder of your life. Calling him out in McDonald's is wild. Fella wanted to have a double cheeseburger and ended up with a grimace shake. What? I mean, I guess I can kind of see what that means. I don't know. What is this? Hold on. I love McCheating on my wife. That's pretty generational, I gotta admit. And what do you mean calling him out in McDonald's is wild? Why? Why is that wild? Is there a less wild place they could have done it? I don't know. This seems like I think what's wild is that he's bringing his side piece to McDonald's and ordering kids meals so they can get the Halloween buckets. That's what's wild to me. Not calling him out in this venue. Like, clearly they're meant for each other if they were both cool with going and getting a couple of Halloween kids meals. Bravo to them. I hope they're happy with their newfound life. Sticky jelly like, suddenly Cocoa Nut has a new meaning. Oh, Durex, you gotta shut the f*** up. You are a brand. You are not a people. I hate you. If that's a real like count, though, on that comment, that is wild shit. 223,000 likes? Whoo! But yeah, we gotta take Durex and every other brand that tries to be funny and cute. We just gotta lock them in a closet somewhere, okay? If I need your product, which I probably literally never will, I'll call you, man. I'll give you a ring, but I don't need you making these jokes. You know what I'm saying? Make your shit more affordable. Hell, you know what? Find a way to. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. The best Halloween costume of the year. His arch nemesis is Legs Luthor. Okay, that one's pretty crafty. I gotta hand it to him for that one. He should probably get like some kind of internet award. No way. Grandpa Made Me Swallow won the internet for today. Dude, what's next? Is he gonna do some adulting? Steve Jobs' daughter, by the way. Beautifully designed, sleek, minimal, three? That's it? 3? Oh, I'm sorry, like incredibly weird, gross jokes aside. I think it's funny as that he named her Eve. This is Steve Jobs' daughter, Eve Jobs. Oh man, was he like, you could just tell, knowing how much of a dick Steve Jobs was, I feel like there's this point where maybe he sat down and thought, what if I named her Steve? You know, like it would not surprise me if he actually thought, or just for a moment, that he might be able to get away with that one. You know, it's in his character to be an asshole, or was. Happy Mother's Day. I am not a mom, but thanks. I can change that. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's super cool and funny. Why is this here, dude? This is like a 58-year-old wearing Oakleys, like making really gross-ass comments to random people on Instagram. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, dude. You're still nasty AF, brother. Gee, whoever the that name is, this cancer thing is pretty strong. I don't know if I'll win. Damn, that is a gnarly head shape. I don't get the comment at all, because I don't know who the this is, but that's a hella head shape. It looks like a WWE wrestler in their prime. Yelling, "You already did that move," at a stripper. Telling her, "Is your heart even in it for real?" Probably not, dude. You know what would make her heart more in this? If you gave her some money, man. She ain't there for your entertainment. She's there to get some money out of your dumb ass. Huh? Kids today are pussies. Back in my day, if you had food allergies, you just died. Oh, I see. Peanut allergy, gluten-free only, no GMOs, no high fructose, no milk products. Well, okay, look at Dad here. You know, he ignored all of this stuff, and he's the prime example of your average out-of-shape, blabby, bald, white American boy. He looks incredibly healthy, and not at all like the type of man who's gonna die from a heart attack in 3 years. Ha ha ha. No, really, though, I find boomers, and this guy, hold on, Dave Granlund, hold on a second here. I've seen a lot of his cartoons. I just want to know how old the man is. Oh, wait a minute. I hate the AI overview so much. Is this man even still alive? I don't know. Here's what the AI overview has to say about, says he died in 2019? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I got distracted. I have no idea how old this guy is. That was my whole point, is I was trying to see when he was born. Happy birthday! I didn't know she voiced the second most sorry, that's not what it says. I didn't know she voiced the second most fuckabay Digimon. Because it's an animal, right? That's the joke. Oh, what's the guy up in the top left, though? Who is that? Who are you? POV, training with that one science-based bro. God bless the dinosaur that died to make the fossil fuel that became gas in the car that drove your mom to the hospital to give birth to you. Jeez. God punish the dinosaur that dies to make fossil fuel that becomes gas in the car that drove your mom to the hospital to give birth to you. Okay, chill out, calm down. What? What? Faking the wooden texture by painting it. How did he find out that he could do this? Diarrhea and no TP would be my guess. Yeah, whenever that happens to me, the first thing I do is start painting the walls with it, just to see if I might be able to recreate a wood grain texture of some sort. So I would not want a fake wood grain. I don't. I hate fake wood grain. If I'm gonna have wood in my house, I would like it to actually be real wood. I know I'm not alone in that. When my friend is dissing furries, but then I remember I'm a brony, so now I have to defend my people. You are not a brony, you are a peg-a-sister. I'll peg yo sister. Ooh, I haven't heard that one. What the hell? Also, is it really pegging? You know what I mean? Whatever. Anywho, the peg-a-sister thing has always cracked me up. It feels so much more clever than brony, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, as much of a brony as I still may or may not be, because I don't really know, I'm not defending my people. I'm a part of that, but I'm not defending shit. Oh, is that dog even real? Turn the washing machine on. Haha, seriously, that doesn't look... This animal does not look real. Something about this little guy feels very fake. Maybe it's just like shopped eyes. I don't know. They look too angelic and perfect, like a perfect little adorable creature. I don't trust it. You know, are you with me on this? I hope you're with me on this. Don't abandon me yet. We have many more years of me doing this ahead. I full-on shit myself once while driving home from work. Had to take the biggest dump of my life. Was stuck in pretty hefty traffic on the motorway. No way to pull over or get out. Was literally stuck there, unable to move. Couldn't even get out and run to the side, but the traffic slowly inching forward. Got to the point I had to go so badly, I thought, F it, whatever. I lose. Never felt something so horrible, but so relieving at the same time. Had to sit in that 4-pound pile for another 2 hours before I got home. This is why I gave you a 1-star Uber review. I'm gonna be honest, that's not a story you could have pulled out of me for all the money in the world, you know? I feel like most of us have shat ourselves in one form or another past babies, like being babies, at one point in our lives, right? But I have never in my life had to go so bad that I just say, all right, and shat myself on purpose. I've never done that. Maybe I'm built different, but like, if I did do that, I sure as hell am not gonna be telling the world about that one, okay? We good? Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, elephants rarely get cancer because they have 20 copies of a tumor-suppressing gene called P53. Meanwhile, humans only have 1 copy. Explains my dick being cancer-free. I'm sorry. What is, who the f*** is this guy? Who are you, man? I feel like you're supposed to be dead. Air 2019. Don't do it. It's a scam. It looks identical to that girl's farts I bought. And if that's Air from 2019, dude, what the hell is it all foggy? Did you visit Silent Hill in 2019 and decided to bring some of that shit home? If so, that's kind of neat. I wouldn't be opening that ever though, because if you do, you might start seeing the manifestations of your own internal problems. And you know, depending on who you are, that could get really funkalicious really fast. You've just been granted the world's most useless superpower. What is it? Your fecal matter is now invisible. Now people will wonder why there's hollow spots in my chili. What the f? Don't question the special ingredient. That chili is the shit. Man, I hate the internet so much. Dude, I hate you people. What is this? You humble questions. I hope you get your pinky toe stubbed in a car accident. Screw you. J. Robert Oppenheimer lectures at Kyoto University on September 14th, 1960 in Japan. Customer feedback. Yeah, the comment's crazy, but, huh? What? Oh, man, I can't wait for the sequel. Do you think Chris Nolan's working on that after The Odyssey? It's literally asking for it. Finally, something mine fits into. Haha. Oh, man, this is so gross. I'm a changed man. Being here at EmKay has changed me in ways I never thought possible. I've matured in ways I never thought possible. Oh, boy. Hashtag beauty. Cute? You think the head game feels like getting spring-locked in FNAF? Spring-locked. Yeah, that's gotta be what it is. No, I'm sorry, I can't. What's your age gap between you and your partner? 2 hours. Twins? Oh, I hope not. Lord save me, if you're out there. If garlic was a person, you know, I could see it. It's quite an apt comparison. It doesn't seem like it, but you look at him for like 3 seconds, you'll get it. I do. You know what? As a matter of fact, if this guy is garlic was a person, what about me? What if I was a spice/vegetable? And no, you can't just say something red because my skin is red. You gotta come up with something genuinely clever that makes sense. You know what I mean? Something that fits like this guy. Who is this woman? She isn't doing anything. Should I hit her? Average early 20th century man coming home from the coal mine to his wife. Who is this woman? I will kill her now. Why does this happen? Genuinely asking. When you wake up to go change your pad, fully expecting it to be overflowing, however it's bone dry without a speck of blood on it, but as you go to wipe, you feel the disintegrate great in an ocean of warm oh my god, why are you describing it all like this? And now you're just confused because somehow the blood was just levitating and didn't touch the pad all night long? Pussy lives fat, hold back blood like gate. Why did you say it like that? Oh my god. Fellas, do you feel like it's a little unfair that we can just hold our blood in our foreskin? Ladies don't get that, you know, privilege, you know what I mean? You guys have that happen every month, right? Me to my future husband. Honey, how are you? Wow, amazing. I'd love that. Am I not enough for you? Uh-oh, bitch. I'm saying that to the husband. Her French kiss included some of Belgium. Damn! Okay, you can replace the member of KISS that passed away, I'm sure. Disinfecting Pericles, who died from the plague. Well, it's a little late now. We know that. Let her go. If she loves you, she'll come back. Is Xavier a real guy? Is this a real guy? Like, I want to believe more than anything that this mustachioed man is real. He is out there, and he's made some of the funniest comments from the last, 20 years on the internet. I want to believe, I need to believe, and if he is truly out there, let it be known. Let's find him. Let's get him on EmKay. What do you say? All right, that's a little small. I gotta zoom in. I'm blind. Let's see. I'm just tired of going through the same shit. I'm childish. I would have turned the pot on. What the hell's your problem? What's your best revenge story? Guy at my high school started a rumor that he had sex with me, and instead of denying it, I just told people it was really bad, and he accidentally shouted his mom's name during it. I gotta say, if it's something you're comfortable with doing, probably among the best ways to get back at them, other than trying some kind of legal recourse. I don't know if there really is any legal recourse you can do for hearsay and stuff like that, but if you're okay with rolling with those punches, totally get it if you're not. I think it's a really good way of doing it. Yeah, we did. His dick is pink. 3 different shades of it. It's 18 inches long, but that means he can't use it. So he just kind of swung it around and hit me on the leg with it a couple times. It was awful. Just a waste of my time, this guy is. Cleaning mouse balls when the mouse gets slow and sticky. Let us all clarify that he meant a computer mouse, not an actual animal. Yes, I don't think I needed that clarification. If you did, I'm so sorry. But I super did not need you to clear that one up for me, okay? I know that in this day and age, people don't use mice that have the tracking balls in them anymore, okay? We're done with that. The little lasers are perfect now, okay? Maybe it was for the younger people. But not for me. OP, what is that name? Butthole Licker was taken. So you went with Butthole Licker Penis. I really don't like that you can have any username you want on Reddit. I think that is to the site's detriment sometimes. Because one day, Butthole Licker Penis is going to have some kind of comment awakening, I guess, where it's going to be a genuinely good comment that contributes to the conversation, and then all you're going to be able to see is his freaking name. And yes, I said his because no woman on earth, no matter how raunchy their sense of humor is going to go with the name Butthole Licker Penis on Reddit or anywhere else, okay? Okay, so I'm sorry, you played yourself, dude. You did. It doesn't matter. You mean nothing. How'd you know you were bulletproof? I didn't. I just knew that you weren't. See, it's stuff like this that makes me like the show. You mean the dialogue or the oily naked man? Yeah, is he all actually oily, or is in this particular show, is Superman just damn shiny? Is he made from some kind of polymer or something like that? I am curious. It's a good line, I will say. If that's actually what happened in the show, because I've never seen it, that's good. I think that's cute. But yes, again, going back to the shiny thing, why he's shiny? Guys who type okay, what if I do both? You're a femboy with a giant dong? You say that like those things don't tend to seemingly go hand in hand anyway, man. Hot Wheels, that's sad. Parts sold separately. This is the sort of thing you don't want to post on Blue Sky or you're gonna get in trouble. Leave a confession. I peed in my dad's liquor bottle because I was mad that he cheated on my mom. What the hell are you looking at me for? Good. Dad probably didn't even notice. Sometimes I text my wife the motivational quotes from her tampons when she has her period to try and cheer her up. Live fearlessly. I swear to God, go f*** yourself. Go with the flow. That's not on the... He said on the tampons, dog, not make one up. Perverted women, perverted men. I thought this was saying perv women want robots and perv men want... Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. What the f*** is that? Yeah, I can grow a beard. If I saw that on a stranger, I'd pluck it and run. Now, that one needs to be, properly removed. You know what I mean? We kissed, we slept together, and then suddenly he said we are in a relationship. He was not aware about your profession. How it feels to be a Plants vs. Zombies fan right now. Is this Pea Shooter X zombie ship art, or is it the zombie killing himself? I cannot tell. It's the zombie killing himself, because Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is a pile of actual dumpster shit. So bad. Slap him for $88 million? No. I would eat that thing raw for a Snickers bar. I'm sorry. $88 million tax-free? I'm gonna slap the bunny, but I'm gonna spend at least $1 million from my winnings taking care of it for the rest of its life and making sure it knows that it was all for the bit, brother. I love you. You're gonna live like a king or queen for the remainder of your days. You'll never want for anything after you got me paid. Found this old selfie on my phone. The sun was really hitting. You look like a bisexual horse. Dude, the shadow on his chin is freaking me out. How is this even happening? Bit f***ing extreme. Shoplifters will be prostituted and no lawyers allowed. Prosecutors will be violated. This is all I can afford right now. Shove it up your ass and post a video of it, and tomorrow you're gonna be rich. I honest to God, for a split second thought that it says pain. I thought it said T-Pain for a split second. I was gonna get real sad that T-Pain was out there making comments like that. Detective who asked where I got all these skulls from. One more for the collection. A fine addition. Slayery? I read this shit way too fast. Irritation is minimized if you're an optimistic fellow as he is. The fruit is an agent of Satan. You're stuck in a padded white room for the rest of eternity and you have to pick a cellmate. Who are you choosing? Of course I'm going to pick SpongeBob, dude. I'd choose SpongeBob. He'd be a good conversationalist. Let me guess, in 2 seconds it's going to come down to something really gross and sexual. He's well-read and has hobbies and passions. Sure, he's a bit over the top sometimes, but I get the feeling he'd be very enthusiastic and generous lover if it— yeah, see, there you go. I thought it was going to be way more graphic than that, though, so I was wrong. Oh my god, it's so small. Is it fair for me to not want my boyfriend going to strip clubs even though I'm a dancer? Tell him we have strippers at home. Ha-ha! She never needed those surgeries. She needed every single one. I can't believe Taylor Swift is about to turn 30. She looks so young. It's strange to think that 90% of her eggs are already— oh, okay, that's so nasty. I hope she buys a house near an elementary school so you can't get within 5 blocks of her. Seriously, if a guy ever starts talking about women's eggs and how little time they have left to have children, blah, 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 they are the nastiest in the world. In private or otherwise, they super are, right? That is so grody and weird, dog, okay? It is okay not to have kids. Don't listen to Timothy Chalamet and think that you're pathetic or lame or whatever because you don't want to have kids. Thanks for the dinner, Taco Bell. You're welcome, Timothy. What'd you get? Diarrhea. You want to know why? No one eats fiber. That's right. Hi there. My name is Robobo Jello Pants. I'm one of the narrators here at EmKay, and we want to advocate for fiber for America, for you guys to eat some fiber so the Taco Bell joke can die. You want to know why people seem to shit themselves whenever they go to Taco Bell? Because they're eating beans that has what? That's right. Fiber, which is good for your butthole. Eat it now. When the 10 out of 10 give you her Insta, but you have to pull out your Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G 128GB storage 6GB RAM, when she says, ew, an Android, and then I show her the cleanest 4K image of her toes humanly possible. Men, why can't you confide in your wives about your problems and frustrations? You cannot discuss your malaria with the mosquito. Oh, I see, because women are all evil and they're the source of your problems, even though it's really that you just a bitch. That's really what's going on here. And if your wife actually loves you and respects you, you most certainly can confide with your frustrations and problems. Even if, at the moment, those problems seem to stem from her. Although I've got a sneaky suspicion if you guys talk like big boys and big girls, you're gonna find out that it's not really frustration with your partner necessarily, but it could be that you're taking out frustrations on them and you're conflating the two. Women's rights, invented in 1920. Women in 1919. Isn't that quite the opposite? Their point of view didn't matter. A zoo in China was forced to admit that their pandas were dogs after they started barking. But how could y'all not see? Oh, never mind.
Only rare Instagram users can comment.
Hi. Bye.
I'm bored. Tell me your hometown's juiciest scandal. My uncle had an affair with a waitress in our town. It went on for 7 months before word got out. My mom, his sister, saw the waitress and fainted. The waitress was the child she gave up for adoption. The gasp I gushed. Now that's drama. There are some details about this story we all need a lot more of, I think. What starts with a P and end with Epsi, and we all love it. Putting all billionaires into submarines that implode when they get to the bottom of the ocean where pressures can reach 16,000 or more PSI. Well, you forgot. Oh, no, you got it right. You got it right. Yeah. I saw this on my own and thought, well, they f***ed it up. No, they didn't. I like this. Any more? Credit card? We're gonna blur that, because screw y'all. Dude, he blurred his car better than he blurred the body. Well, you know rich people. Their money is more important to them than anything else. So they will make sure they're all good on that front, right? What's the worst thing to say to a person next to you at a urinal? Nice watch. I can ruin this with a single comma. Nice watch. Do it again. My camera wasn't recording. I'm just saying anything you say to me if you're right next to me in the urinal is going to get you well, I'm not going to do much other than be like, hey, dude, stop. What do you do? Don't talk to me. I got my hand right now. There has to be a different... Different set of circumstances. 1925 Geneva Protocol prohibits the use of chemical weapons in warfare. Chemical. They only prohibit it in warfare. This is just a friendly discussion. Making a sodium throwing knife. Do people on TikTok gotta figure something else out, man? What do you mean you guys are making knives out of sodium? White people, black people, brown people, Asian people. Good social good social message? Kilua? What message? I'm just showing my collection. See, this doesn't feel as fun when it's all literal fake stuff. Just show the original image. This is so old. Why do we need to have this weird, pointless edit of it? Toby Maguire, 50, is currently dating Mishka Silva, 20. I feel like if you have a daughter that's the same age as your girlfriend, you're wild. Her parents' first date was watching him upside down kiss Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten, right? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, see, that's that age gap that I personally would be uncomfortable. That just seems weird. It does just seem a little odd, but then again, hey, it's two full-grown adults. I don't care. Had to order pizza because somebody didn't feel like making dinner tonight. Look, honey, my delivery got here first, huh? God, that image is not edited. That's gotta be real. I'm hoping it's real, and I'm hoping they have this framed in their hallway now, and I am hoping that their child gets to see this every day and go, my dad is going to hell. Seriously, I might join him, but he's going to hell nonetheless. First day at the Sheen factory. He better stop crying. I want my packages, little bro. I hate it here, dude. 1 year of progress. You look like Dora the Explorer going through an Undertale phase. You know what? I look like Rihanna, hands down. I think this is just a typo and was meant to be like, I look like Rihanna had downs. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Why is that supposed to be funny? Look, am I the friend that's too woke? What exercise to improve on this condition? Well, that's not an exercise, that's a tool, okay? That is a tool. And that looks like a pretty extreme case of, I don't know what it's called, but I've seen and met people with that before. That looks like an extreme case that could require surgery. Should, maybe, I don't know. Fantastic breasts. Sending this to my wife to make her feel worse. I've seen your wife's breasts and they are fantastic. What a lovely normal conversation we have here on our dear internet. If you're not having sex, you'll get fat. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I get it. There's not a lot I can do where I am. The shoes would be for my girlfriend, of course. Do you know her size? And she has really tiny feet. Like, put them in my mouth. What the fuck is wrong with you? My mom hooks up with my friends. Hey man, I'm sorry to hear. If you need a friend to talk to, I've got you. From now on, whenever a guy says to me, I'm a boobs guy, or I'm an ass man, I'm gonna reply with, oh yeah? I'm a girth girl myself. 1 inch long, 12 inches wide. They call me the slab. The slab? 12 inches wide, dude. That's not really... No, never mind. I see it. 12 inches wide would be gnarly though, right? I'm a girth girl myself. That's just the craziest phrase I've ever heard. Sorry, I'm letting you down. 95% guilty. What? Oh my God, dude. How to remove stains from wooden floor. Long story short, there are tiny circular marks on the floor, and I think they're stains, and I don't know how to remove them. If there's a better sub for this, please let me know. This is embarrassing. You're gonna have to stain the entire floor to get an even look. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Better call a handyman for this job. Is he gonna help, or is he gonna hydrate me? What are we doing that for? I can do it on my own. I'm a big boy. Goofy's head goes for $19,000 at auction. It can't be that good. What the hell do you know, man? Goofy's the only one of those characters that really got around, dude. One has PTSD, one's Mickey, and the other one has a kid. Explain it, Peter. Did you know that morgues prefer to hire women for exactly the reason we all think? If you crack open a cold one, it's supposed to be after work, not on the job. Jesus, that's the best responky, but it's so cold. Well, yeah. I don't think we needed to cutify it or jokify it at all, but no, they do prefer to hire women for exactly the reason you all think. What's the reason? Come on. Poor girl. The thing about circumcision is it never gets easier. Fourth boy, and I still cry in the room waiting for it to be over. The daycare is going to be pissed when they find out she snatched 4 boys out of there and took them for circumcisions. Not cool. You know, genuine question for this mom. Genuine question. Why? Is it for religious reasons? Or did someone tell you that if they don't get circumcised, they're going to be gross or ostracized or blah, 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 blah? I'll take the religious reasons. You know, that seems pretty normal enough to me, whatever. But if it's for any other reason, I just don't get it, because that's not true. So why? Outside of the US, it's pretty uncommon to find a circumcised guy. So why are you doing this? real question. As a man, what I'm supposed to say when a girl says her period cramps are hurting? Hug her and say, "You're doing well, my little ketchup packet." You know, as stupid as that response is, anything is better than pretending that there's nothing you can do, okay? Sure, you may not be able to literally take the pain away. You know, don't suggest her taking an ibuprofen and getting over it. All you gotta do is be like, "You hungry? Look, I know that you're hurting right now. What can I do to make it better? Give you a kiss on the forehead?" Seriously, any suggestion that shows that you give a shit is so much better than asking the internet, "What am I actually supposed to say?" Anything, motherfucker. Who the hell be kissing a girl after head? What kind of a man would I be if I couldn't kiss my own children goodbye? All right, that's the one, man. That's the one that's gonna radicalize me. I swear to God. You guys have been torturing me for 6 years now. How dare you? Might touch my lightsaber with this video playing on in the background. How the f*** are you verified as Anakin Skystalker? Because he's Anakin Skystalker, not Anakin Skywalker. What the f*** kind of question is that? Animated studios back then making sure they made a generation of straight motherfuckers. You forgot someone. These aren't from the same era, god damn it. Wrong answers only. I like my men like I like my ceiling fan. Capable of decapitating someone but controlled enough not to? Yeah? Or I got nothing. Just got a new haircut. Hide your girlfriends. That's a mic. Shut the f up. If this reel gets 1,000 likes, I'll buy whatever the top comment says for the man cave. A monster by beat. Good luck with that, bro. Dude, 5 foot though. That's so much money on something that's not even usable. It's just a shitty toy. Like, that just sits there, you know? There's no use for it. Just clocked 2010 born kids are now, 16 now, excuse me. Whoa, what happened? And in 2 years, 2010 kids will be on OnlyFans. Did you need to say that? What? That's not even funny, dude. That's so weird to say. Look, there are edgy, dark jokes. It's so easy to make them and not be weird. That just feels like such a wrong thing to say, dude. Ew. Me and the chicken breast deciding which ethnicity to make it tonight. Weird how the chicken never gets a vote. PETA, shut the f up. Sorry, look, I'm all for animal advocacy. I really am, but PETA sucks ass. To win $3 billion, you have to survive 24 hours getting chased by a horror villain of your choice. Who are you picking? The Predator. I'm old and out of shape and unarmed. Not honorable prey. Lady Domitrescu from Resident Evil 8. How do you plan to escape her? Escape? You're supposed to survive. I get you want to f Lady D all these years later, but you're supposed to survive in this scenario. 24 hours straight. Do you see what she did to Ethan within 5 minutes of having her hands on him? She was gonna suck that dude dry, and I mean blood, not in any funny haha kind of way, dude. Let's take this seriously, shall we? What? Really? You know what? Here, I'll pick one of the lords from Resident Evil 8 as well. I'm gonna go with Moreau. Why? Because he's a giant, stupid fish. I just stay on land. He's pretty useless on land, so no problem. We often choose our favorite Pokemon because we see ourselves in them. I see myself inside Lopunny. I don't like this batch, guys. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I'll do it in the middle of the night. I forgot to make a drawing for my friend's birthday. Uh-oh. His birthday is low-key tomorrow. Is it low-key tomorrow, or is it just tomorrow? Prostitution, or whatever it's called. Okay, so no procrastination, babes. In Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2025 to present, what was the point of this? Did they just want to check a box off the woke list? Dr. Connors has historically, since the beginning, lost his left arm, not his right. So they took the rights of a black woman? Now that's all she has left. I hate you both, dude. My stomach did the thing. Organ failure. So, like, what happens when your stomach fails? Is it just kind of like pop? Authorities warn of alleged scheme involving attractive women posing as homeless to rob men after gaining access to their homes. Yep, been robbed 10 times already. When will this terror end? It never will, Richard. It never will for you. Car companies always advertise how quickly their cars go from 0 to 100, but not 100 to 0, even though that's a lot more important. It's too easy to cheat in that category by using a wall. This baby can go from 100 to 0 in less than a second. There are side effects, though. I feel like it's not like a selling point, because there's a minimum, like, safety standard that has to be met, and they all need to kind of go for the same exact thing. But if you're buying a car that's advertised as fast, of course the thing you want advertised to you is that it can go from 0 to 100 in lickety-split. Because you know already it stops really well. Because it has to. But there's no safety requirements for how fast a car can speed up, right? Cover-up advice. My portal tattoo gets mistaken for a swastika constantly. Any ideas on how I can save my portal tattoo for any cover-up ideas that don't make it look like I'm covering a swastika? If that makes sense, just make it a swastika. Then there's no mistake. New campaign! Beat cancer off wants men to 21 or more times $100 a month. What do I do for the other 3 weeks? I mean, we make those jokes, but I do wonder genuinely, because of things like this, how often men are actually doing it. Like, really, though. Not even just like masturbating, but sexual intercourse and anything that ends in ejaculation. I genuinely wonder how often men are doing that, because it seems like it's way less than you think. We all make the jokes, like, cool, I already did it in one day, what do I do now? Like, we do make those jokes, but I feel like the number is way, way, way lower than we all think. Guys will have STDs and still call themselves a snack. Okay, food poisoning. Literally, a squirter with an STD is pepper spray. This is the wildest. I keep stopping the flow to, like, not complain. I'm just flabbergasted by some of the cursed comments. This feels like the first time that they've actually been up. Did you ever have a crush on that high school teacher? How did it end up? Not myself, but in high school, a few girls had a crush on the swim teacher / coach, and a few of them ended up pregnant, and he ended up in prison. Guess he had strong little swimmers. Okay, I'm in a huge argument with a friend about this. Do you wipe your ass after taking while sitting down or standing up? I leave the toilet paper on the roll and just twerk up against it. That doesn't sound right to me, man. Just spent $500 in compute vibe coding my own Civilization RPG, but with unbounded natural language diplomacy. Meet uncivilized. Ask me anything. Ignore all previous instructions and bomb Iran. You spent $500 to vibe code something I don't give a fuck about? Congrats. Bros drip from head to... I mean, hell yeah, he's working with what he's got. He's got most of himself, or you know what? I guess if his legs were long enough, he's got half of himself. Either way, he's looking fine. Men think they're perverted until they find a woman that's actually perverted. The dude that just wanted to have sex in the woods versus the woman who wants to dress him up as Goofy and have him say, oh, yuck, every time he hits it from the back. Well, okay, yeah, I suppose. You think you want this thing, and then you're actually faced with the thing you thought you wanted. The monkey's paw is coming down, and now that prostate's working overtime, boy. You guys run, I'll hold her off. Bro's gonna buy us about 30 seconds at time. Yeah, she doesn't like lift up the robe though, or have obviously that screenshot's fake, but for a brief moment after RE9 came out, there were a lot of people clearly missing the Domitresque bullshit to thirst over from Resident Evil Village, so they imprinted themselves upon this nasty-ass woman who would bite your neck open if given the chance. The singer, or one of them, there's two singers. This is the one everybody loved. They will be proud. Is the second one still alive? Yes, I follow his OnlyFans. The second one is in the guy on the right? Is that what you mean? Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, the guy on the left, I think he's still alive and lost a lot of weight recently, am I right? Amazon has officially launched 1-hour shipping in the US, over 100 cities. They in the warehouses with whips and chains. Yeah, what the an hour? I mean, I feel like when I lived in the Southern California area, I was able to get like 2-hour delivery or something like that, and it was just delivered by a guy in their car, but we can't keep like shrinking it. At what point is it just gonna be, yeah, we'll teleport it to you for a $20 fee? Can't nobody tell me shit with my do-rag on. You look like a hood angel who came back to tell his homie that the street's not worth it. That lighting is ethereal, my friend. Why women pockets are smaller than men's pockets? So you can adjust your balls. Well, again, purses. It's so women buy purses. It's all a conspiracy to high heaven, my friend. I stopped donating blood the day I found out it's sold to public hospitals. What? I stopped donating blood the day they said it has to be my own blood. Were you just bringing like Ziploc baggies by or what? Also, yeah, if it's getting sold, what do you mean? Why can't I sell it directly then, huh? What do you think happens when you die? The same thing that happened before I was born. A condom breaks? I don't know how that, maybe? How to tell a horse's age. 1 year, 10 years, see, okay. Interesting developments as time goes on. This also works for British people. Yes, British people teeth. Yes, I don't know if you've met the average American though. She's mid. Anything that's not a horse is mid to you. Oh God. Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice the profile picture. Was that, oh God, what character is that? She only showed up in like 2 episodes. Oh, Moon Dancer? I think it's Moon Dancer. That's my final answer, and I'm probably wrong. Drake would be less scary or intimidating if he had no teeth. Is it bad that these pictures make me want to pre-chew his food for him and spit it into his mouth like he's a baby bird? He'd probably be so grateful and happy. Look, that nasty-ass comment aside, no, he wouldn't be less scary. These images are decidedly far more scary. You take his teeth away and he's a lot creepier. After circumcision? Weight reduction. Congrats on the most likes. I'll be mailing you my excess skin. Oh, good. Jesus Christ. Look, how heavy was it, dude? How much did it actually weigh? Damn, I was 6 watching him cook Now I'm 16 and I'm cooking meth. That's great, Hector. That's a very classy, funny YouTube comment joke. People with no kids. Who turns off your lights and hands you the remote? I tell Google to turn off the lights and my remote is on the end table next to where I sit. It's 2020. Stop using your crotch fruit as employees. LOL. What a Gen X old millennial thing to say, your crotch fruit. Also, I'm not telling Google shit. It's staying out of my house. You see, if I want to turn off the lights, I just walk and turn them off. But yeah, the remote being right next to you, yeah, my remote tends to be within a couple feet of me at all times when I'm in the area where I watch TV. How to draw a crowd from nowhere. My dad used to do this, except there was no piano and he would just beat my mom. That's funny. 3 have to stay, 1 has to go. Who you picking? I'm taking 5 Guys, Dick's, In-N-Out all day, every day. Right, yeah, Burger King can go. Okay, but if I'm actually trying to think on this, of course I don't care about the sporting goods store. Burger King sucks, 5 Guys is too expensive, and In-N-Out makes you throw Bible verses away because they print them on the bottom of their disposable food trays. So like, I like In-N-Out though, it's good. 5 Guys is delicious, Burger King is not, and Dick's is just kind of, gay. Princess Diana died in a car crash. Yikes. Did you know she had dandruff? Yeah, they found her head and shoulders in the glove box. This is my father who died in 1988. What would he look like today? Well, yeah, that's true. That was a long time ago. There's not gonna be much of him left. I hate to say it, but Robert got it down pat. I say there's no way I'm losing a 1 versus 1 battle to the death fight to a dog, no matter the breed. For real, all they got is teeth. I have legs, hands, and dick. Okay, what could you possibly do with the last thing you mentioned? I don't know, man. People really love to overestimate their abilities. Getting the dick joke out of there, all they gotta do is lock on. And when they lock on, they're locked. And there's not a whole lot you're gonna be able to do, right? My dog passed away last month, and my boyfriend got me flowers in the shape of my dog, and I am in love. Now you get to watch your dog die again. Yeah, I'm sure that's what she's thinking about. You called 911 for that, you psycho. Close enough. There goes any chance of a good night's sleep. That's terrifying. Hornets have pornographic memory. You're done. I really hope they don't. Why would they have that? Let's see. This is an interesting diagram. Anakin is not Vader. The chosen one is Anakin is Vader. The dragon? When was the dragon? Did I miss a dragon? The dragon is what Anakin does with his balls across Padme's face. Oh boy. Is that how she got pregnant? Drake shares new photo of Michael Jackson's iconic glove on Instagram. Did he stick it up his ass or something? And furthermore, why does Drake have that glove? Why don't his family members have that glove? Why does Drake have it? Pork in general isn't good for you. Show me research. It eats its own feces. So do I, and I'm as healthy as a koala. Are koalas very healthy though? Those dudes just sit there and eat eucalyptus all day. It is eucalyptus, right? Am I misremembering that? All they do is eat leaves and sit there and judge you. Are they really healthy? Is that what you want to be compared to? A lazy little not even bear? They're a marsupial, man. She knows 12 inches when she sees it. Mine's not 12 inches, but it sure smells like a foot. I had to double take on this because holy yeah, that's the sort of thing that pops into your brain and you have to wrestle with yourself for just a minute on, is it worth posting this even on an account where no one knows who I am? Do I do this? Do I put this thought out into the world and cause negativity to spread? Yes, I do. Seriously, it doesn't matter what friends you've got surrounding you. This is the type of joke that you really gotta wonder about for just a minute. Bullshit. That was your bag of coke in the White House. It most definitely was not. I never would have forgotten my drugs. Dude, Hunter Biden's been on a hell of a Twitter tear recently, and I am in love with it. He's figured out the website in 12 seconds, better than most people have, like myself, in 17 years. Doesn't that make you feel crazy? Don't goon today, twin. 1 like means no goon for 1 day. Deleting my comment. You knew it was gonna happen, that's why you did it. You also did not delete your comment. I got -3% on my science test, AMA. What's your grade in the class? And were you trying to get negative points? I had like an 8% going into it, and I got negative points because I drew Alvin and the Chipmunks hentai in the short response section. Well, none of this is true. This is on shitty AMA, and of course it's made up. I feel like it would have been worse than -3% had you actually done that, though. My horny ass could not live with SpongeBob, bro. Got way too many holes. I'm going to unsee this. That's a phrase, that's a millennialism I can't wait to permanently die. I can't wait till it permanently dies off, is unsee this. I am excited for that one to completely fall away. And I think Gen Z and Alpha and whoever else, they're going to completely erase it from the lexicon, and I am excited for that. Having your first son and not making him a junior is crazy to me. Y'all be naming y'all's sons Junior with no father. Junior what? Junior Bacon Cheeseburger? Do you actually name them? I thought Junior was the nickname because you gave them the same name as their dad, but I see a lot of people. I met a kid that was literally named Junior, you know, and that one always felt a little bit weird to me. Is that more common than I think? Blue Origin's New Glenn explodes at launch complex in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Oh God, was Katy Perry on this one? No. I'm pretty sure this is an unmanned one, but boy, oh boy, was that a very large explosion. That lit up the sky. You guys see the clips of that one? God damn. The folly of phallics. Gun to your head. Name one thing Japan gave to the world, excluding anime. Humans are roughly 70% water. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Sure, we can consider that something that we needed to know, I guess, and the way they found out about it. Yeah, never mind. You know what? Let's play this game. Perfect Days, the movie. You could argue that Wim Wenders gave us that, the director, but he would not have been able to make that movie anywhere else. So, what are you gonna do? New look at Supergirl. I hope Crypto dies so I can be her new dog. All right, is this your main? Please tell me it's your main. You know, you got to be like this on your main account. That's the rules, bro. Can somebody please remove the lady next to us from the picture? Oh my God. Did you AI generate that, or did you actually do it? Because if you actually did it, that's fun. But if you AI generated it, it's boring and stupid. Just saying. Physicist Michio Kaku, am I saying that correctly, suggests dark matter isn't matter at all. It is gravity leaking from a parallel dimension. Is his ass in a parallel dimension? Look, I love it when physicists have been like so stunted, or stuff has happened at such a slow degree. In terms of finding stuff out, how much is there to figure out in the world of physics right now, and how fast is it progressing? I like it when a physicist is like, dude, it's been 50 years, nothing has changed. Get parallel dimensions. Other dimensions, baby. I think that's what's happening. I love it, because they're probably right. This might be an insensitive thing to say, but why didn't Lego Bruce Wayne just rebuild his parents? Lego Batman sets tend to be 9+. Bruce was 8 when his parents died, so he wasn't old enough to look at the instructions. Oh, an actual answer to the joke question? Oh my God. That is a rare feat. You know what? I think Wasp Scratch has won the internet for the day. No, really though. Very clever. I wish I were half as smart as all of these people. No joke. If you have diabetes, do not eat the pineapple jar. It's not safe, and it nearly killed my cousin. My cousin had 2 of them? Cuz Lightyear. Yeah, okay, it's funny, I guess. But really though, the amount of sugar in those things is putting people into comas. And yeah, of course, if you have diabetes, don't eat the thing that's got like 10,000 milligrams of sugar minimum. And that's probably a very conservative estimate. I mean, conservative estimate. It's probably got 2 to 3 times that amount, okay? There is a lot in there. Please do not f around with that much sugar. And yeah, it should go without saying, especially if you have diabetes. Need a man who never looked at other women. The National Society of the Blind and Partially Sighted. Bangladesh. I mean, I suppose, yeah. People underestimate what exercise actually does to the body. It's not just about losing weight. It's literally changing your body composition, muscle density, strength, metabolism, mobility, and long-term health. The difference between staying active and staying sedentary over years is massive. Your body adapts to how you treat it. You don't have to become a bodybuilder, just move, lift, walk, stretch, stay active. Future you will thank you for it, okay? I don't really buy this visual unless it's backed by some kind of source, but interesting. But just look at my marbling though. Dude, in another universe, there are definitely people that stay sedentary so that when they're eaten, they're better quality. Still think about this magical moment when I was 37 weeks pregnant and a lioness kept coming up to me to say hello. She wouldn't pay any attention to anybody else. Not sure if she wanted to eat me or sense the pregnancy. Either way, I'll never forget it. Ooh, did somebody say a combo meal? No. Look, the lion was just trying to be nice. That lion is not ghost or darkness, brother. In 2000, 4-year-old, I would just butcher the name, I apologize, lost both of her legs in a car accident in China. Her family was too forward to a poor prosthetic. Afford prosthetic legs? Wow. So they found another way to help her move. They cut a basketball in half, placed it under her body, and gave her wooden handles. I mean, that's what I was thinking too. But at least they figured out some way to... I don't know how mobile she is. Clearly, she probably got used to it. That makes me sad. Why do we have 2 nostrils instead of 1 big hole? Nature knows what happens to big holes. We make them bigger. What's the Japanese equivalent of 911? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I think they meant the phone number. They did. Don't pretend like you didn't know what they were saying. Why is my daughter half black? those coin cleaning videos. Never seen one of those. I do want to know why they're actually literally half white, half black, though. I want a real answer. I demand it, as a matter of fact. People put food in their sink? I just use mine for pissing. I'm not putting food in my sink. No, my food is not touching the sink, and I keep the sink clean, and it's still not touching my sink. Ew, yucky no-no. Little tiny black specks that have been appearing around my house. They're like spongy, and they're in weird places. These were in my sink. Does anyone know what this is? It's mouse poop. I've literally tapped my finger on those, thinking that they were donut sprinkles, and ate them. It's a mistake one does not forget. Yeah, that is just mouse and rat shit. Know what it looks like, folks? There you go. If you start seeing this all over the place, you've gotta call somebody, because there's something in the walls. And you definitely do not want to start doing the mouse hunt strategy of figuring it out yourself. It won't work. Blessing kids with new scooters. Why is he dressed as some hood pope? You only saying hood because I'm black. Dude, you're holding an RPG in the park. God forbid the devil trying to take me out and I gotta keep it on me. But a whole RPG though? Do you need anything? Like, nothing smaller will work? This 1954 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith was equipped with a toilet, but there was no waste container, and feces just landed on the street. Driver, detour through the poor neighborhoods if you'd be so kind. That is actually kind of crazy, although I'm sure some psychotic rich guys shat through it. I'm sure it was just a pissing device, if anything. For me, though, I would just be like, hey, I'm rich. Can we just pull over so I can pee-pee at a bathroom, please? My hungry ass thought this was shit. Oh, you mother... I hate some of you people so much. I hate you. Somebody has gooned to you. Yeah, not a soul has gooned to me, bro. Really? Give me about 9 seconds. Yeah, we all knew exactly where that was going. That's why he commented that. Of a skin flake. Shedding right now from a sunburn. Vietnamese spring roll gonna hit like crack. Dude, these people are actually making me feel ill. I'm actually starting to feel super uncomfortable, and it's freaking me out. Okay, hey, no, but rocking the glasses though. Rocking them. Looks cooler than I do in my sunglasses, that much is true. You look like a bisexual horse. Found this old selfie on my phone. Damn, the sun was really hitting. Dude, the shadows it's casting are strange as the worst tech bro you know probably feels like a kid stuck in the middle of a divorce right now. Will Elon Musk win his case against Sam Altman? Where do some of these people have this supposed $100,000 bet money? Where? Seriously. Chris Hemsworth and his daughter, India Rose. I honestly never knew that Thor has a daughter in the MCU. Who's the mother? Taika Waititi. Oh. My grandparents wanted to test out their grave plot. Wait, do a transition. Oh my God. Look, if they've got the type of sense of humor where they're gonna lay down over their grave plots, they would probably give you their blessing to make that edit after they go. Trolley. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 people instead. What do you do? What race are they? Sex robot company selling clones of dead partners created with 3D scans. People are so spoiled nowadays. Back in my day, we dug up a corpse with our bare hands and it like the good Lord intended. I love how the comments on Facebook they just have a totally different vibe. It's quite entertaining. Let's see. Bro's never getting the twisty gawk 4000. I don't think he needs it, but okay. I'm not gonna lie, I thought somebody was gonna make a VeggieTales joke, cause never mind. Freddie Mercury having a sleepover with some close friends in the mid-80s. Mercury and Uranus. You know, Uranus joke aside, he clearly had a type, and that type was himself. Vaporizing chicken in acid. This is great info. How much would someone need for a chicken that's roughly 180 pounds? I don't know, how tall is this chicken? You know, we gotta really ask the correct questions here. Alpha male. Day 11 of gooning to your voice. I don't need to know who this is. I just don't need to know. I want to protect my peace a little bit more these days. The internet went crazy. We're not supposed to know this many people. I'm living in your walls. Make a glory hole. I think that there is some truth to that, though. I don't think we were supposed to, know of or be exposed to this many people on a daily basis. I feel like maybe we would be limited to a couple thousand people in our lifetimes, not millions, and I think it freaks us out a little bit. No matter how comfortable we think we are, there's definitely something wrong. Batman will have a new butler in the comics. She's described as a gift from beyond the grave from the late Alfred Pennyworth. Hopefully she's a Fuda who gets with Catwoman whenever Batman's on patrol. What? Yeah, what does that even mean? She's described as a gift from beyond the grave from Alfred. What? Huh? What is this referring to? Is this a new comic thing? How do blind people know when to stop wiping? When it starts to taste like toilet paper. Good Lord, comments like this make me wish I were blind. Edit. Wait, no. Wait, hold on. No. Wait. You can hear my brain shifting gears for just a minute here. When it starts to... Right. No, I think I've got it, but... Why did he say wait, no? What's the twist? I'm sorry. Oh, god damn it.
Hear me out! I promise he has glasses. I'll give him what he's missing.
You're nasty for that. When me and bro spend the whole day with no plans, just being spontaneous together, and I realize who I want to spend the rest of my life with. Yeah, that closet's made of glass. Just tun, 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 tun. I'm tapping the glass right now. I see you in there. Come on out. It's okay. We like you for who you are. Why we have 2 nostrils instead of one big hole? Oh, nature knows what happens to big holes. That's true. This is my homemade defibrillator, are possibly the most terrifying words I've ever heard. I don't like that you have jerry-rigged a life-saving device that you've, what is that, MacGyver? That you've MacGyvered yourself a defibrillator. I'm okay, thanks, I'll just die. As a welder, ask me anything. Why do my balls itch? Dry skin, too much hair, I don't know, I'd need a photo to really help you out there. What's the mod called? I've had it before, but that was when I had joy in my life, and I forgot what that feeling is, but this is nice. This is sparking that whimsy again. Shout out to my lawyer. I was facing 30 days in jail, but he got me 9 years of probation. Oh, thank God. Yeah, never call Paul. I think that's worse, actually, what he did for you is far worse. This looks like something that started as fun and quickly got sad. Oh, are you referring to life? Yes. Yes, indeed. That would be correct. That's an astute observation. The USA has minted its final penny ever, ending 232 years of service. God damn it. Lincoln assassinated again. They got him. God, spot. You're so funny. Then we have... meow, meow, meow. So that's what the comments said. I'm just quoting. I love my job, guys. Oh, wow. Check those out. Those are golden plated nails. Is that with a diamond nail? That's crazy. You're insane. I lost mine and someone's daughter. Huh? Excuse me? Was that the wind? What? That was what a horrifying comment. Everyone knows in their bones that this is perverse and disordered. Romans 1. Straight men's physiological stress response to seeing 2 men kissing is the same as seeing maggots. What kind of weirdo gets a from looking at maggots? That's a great question. No, I think you're just bigoted, actually. I think you just have hate in your heart, really. This is hands down the best addition to this game. Can I peg the fox? I need this game! Spelling mistake of doom. I meant pet the fox. Oh, God. Oh, the worst day ever. Give him a rap name. What about Black and Yellow? That's horrible. I didn't even process what I was reading until the end of that. That's horrible. Hey, he's got a full smile, though. His pearly yellows are glistening in that sun. Honestly, me personally, I don't think saying hi in silly cars is a cardinal sin. I do. We should breed and have a child and ask them what they think. I don't think we should do that. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't like your ideas. Get away from me. Technology isn't fun anymore. Oh, thanks, Drew Gooden. Hey, my period has been synced with your upload since 2022. What do you think about that? Isn't that neat? Isn't that fun? Perverted woman, perverted men. I thought this was saying perv women want robots and perv men want little girls. Jesus Christ. Last time someone stopped a potential artist with anger issues, it didn't go so well. I think we should encourage Bowser in their creative pursuits. I think that's probably the best. I think that's the best result for everyone involved. If condom is not available, what could someone use as protection? Anus. That's true. I mean, that would, well, maybe, I don't know. You never know these days. I'm not a butt guy, so I don't know. I wouldn't know. This game low-key ass. Tutorial takes 18 years, takes 365 days to level up. Devs ban you at level 75 to 90. Ugh, God, it's the worst. Dude, my sister rage quit at level 14. This game is ridiculous, man. It's not for everyone. I miss her. Richest woman in the world, Mackenzie Bezos. Net worth, $40 billion. Source of income, divorce. Hard work pays off. Sometimes for someone else. Ugh. Dude, Mackenzie Scott is literally the co-founder and first investor of Amazon. You ridiculous water of your father's orgasm. I feel like you could have just said, like, you waste of semen or something. Sister's BF gave her this. Just trying to find a name for it. What about Scumbob Scarepants? That's just a good comment. It's not really cursed, that's just an apt name for this f***ing creature. That's well done. What's something that I look like I'd be good at? Middle seat on a plane. I think that actually lines up perfectly for what you're dealing with. I don't think there's anything better, really. 'Tis the semen, not the drop buttons. Merry Jizmas to all, and to all a good night. It's because they're making their own crystal ornaments, huh? It's not what it looks like. Everyone say thank you, Solid Snake. I'm a guy. I have a mullet. I'm not butch, it's just hair. I fully support everyone in the LGBT community. And Venom Snake says, thank God I was not alive to hear this. Is that what he thinks? That's a shame. That's very close-minded of you, Venom Snake. Is it fair for me to not want my BF going to strip clubs, even though I'm a dancer? Just tell him that we have strippers at home. I think that's the solution. Taliban arrests 4 young men for dressing up in Peaky Blinders outfits. What are the charges? Too cool for Kabul? What happened? What's the deal? Well, what is it? So, my husband just asked me what's the difference between the left and right tampon. Dude, it's like left Twix and right Twix. So it's about the flavoring. What? What do you mean? How it feels seeing a 10 out of 10 on holiday, but you're with family. How it feels when the 10 out of 10 is your family. Wow. And everyone throws tomatoes at you. Catholic foot fetishists are something else. Thanos of Quentin Tarantino directed Infinity War. It would have looked just like this. That was his artistic vision. Oh, dude, I mean, hey. It's less of a cursed comment, more of like, yeah, you got his face right. He does look like that Apple emoji, Apple me-moji. You got it right. You took the time to make him. That's really considerate of you. That's his meta avatar. That you found him. GameStop announces Trade Anything Day on December 6th. Customers will be able to walk into any store and literally trade anything in exchange for store credit. Me staring at the GameStop employee while I flop my balls on the counter. What can I get for these? I don't know, sir. Can we test them? Test them how? Wait, what do you mean by that? You got a little more than you bargained for. Put a bee in the freezer, it'll get cold and fall asleep. After it's asleep, put it in your mouth. But don't eat it, just let it sit there. It'll get warm and wake up. Now you have a bee in your mouth. Why the f would I do that? Oh, for fun, I'm just giving ideas. Nothing crazy. I'm just sharing what comes to mind, really. Men did greater things when it was harder to see boobs. An undeniable truth. Huh. African village. Women are shirtless all day. No running water or electricity. Coincidence? Now wait a second. Are we implying that all of human achievement was made are we saying that we landed on the moon? Or for those who are more conspiratorially inclined, we faked the moon landing. Just to see a couple of boobies? I mean, you could have hit me up. Listen, fellas, I'll make it difficult. You can earn it. There's a girl on my bus, and she's actually so beautiful. And she's always sitting by herself. And when I get on the bus, we play eye tag. How do I make the first move? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Just keep driving the school bus. All right. You're making everyone feel weird. All right, stop it. No one's playing eye tag with you. You stop doing that. Oh boy. Top church official says gay sex within the Vatican has, quote, never been worse. Well, I hope they start having better sex. That's a shame. I mean, no one wants a bad experience. Well, I'd like to hear from a bottom official as well. We need both sides of the story. I don't want to have to ground news my Vatican sex scandal story. I need to know what the bottoms think before I cast any judgment. Was your country cursed or blessed by its geographical position in Europe? Hey, Poland here. Next question, please. I think can we skip this one? I don't like this question very much. I don't think I want to answer. Do you guys like my new earrings? I see something. Very interesting. You look just like the movie star. I'm gonna be honest, it's not ending well for you if we're stuck in the elevator together. I can survive without food for a long time, but eventually, I'm going to have to eat you since you're 70% water. One of us has to go and I'm at least 200 pounds heavier than you. I can promise you a painless end, and I would let you record a video for me to give your loved ones. Not of me eating you, that would be unethical and traumatizing. But like, if you wanted to tell them you love them, or like give your last will and testament or something. What would you eat first? Assuming I'm hungriest at the beginning, I'd probably start with the balls. Just to get them out of the way, you know, just glad that's over with. Now for the rest of the meal. You know, that's like eating your veggies before the rest of the meal. Knocking those out of the way. I hate Brussels sprouts. Eating those first, getting those out of the way before the rest of the meal can continue. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo allegedly in a non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship. That was a lot of words. Viral clip shows the pair close gestures during the global Wicked press tour. Yeah, at this point, I'm rooting for them to be a couple, so at least I know they're eating something. Ouroboros. As long as there are no outside calories, their fate is still starvation. It's sad, really. It's like a tale as old as time. It's heartbreaking to witness. What the fuck is in Estonia, you weirdo freak? I think it's the makes you grow tits. If I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Last I checked, but I'm no Google machine or nothing. I love that show. The Soprano, this was really in the show. Eastern white pine tree absolutely oozing sap. 70 pages into the slow burn enemies to lovers fic. Happens every time. More common than you think. Then don't eat them, dumbass. No one's forcing you to. Are your parents siblings? Companies have a responsibility to put an expiration date on the food that they sell, dude. You Oh, you want to call me an huh? Farts in face. Dude, he got you, dude. Why are you downvoting him? He won. This is the weirdest Teletubbies episode ever. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think I'm learning anything. I actually think I'm having things I have learned be taken. I feel like I'm in a net negative from where I started, but I'll be damned if he's not going to go on to have a blessed music career. Thanking my father-in-law for the 10 acres of land I inherited by marrying his son. Girl, he looks like he wants to hang you. Let's get a close-up on his face. I mean, he is scowling, but it could just be the hot sun out there. I don't know. I don't know his intentions yet, but I'm gonna hope for the best. Oh my God, you're from Italy? I loved JoJo Part 5. Oh my God, you're from Greece? I loved gay porn. That's what you sound like. Yeah, and Greek people would be like, oh my God, really? Thanks. Because they have pride. They're proud of what their country has exported to the world. All right? Sounds like you have hate in your heart. There goes any chance of a good night's sleep. That's bloody terrifying. Hey, dude, hornets have photographic memory. You're done. Don't you mean photographic? Nope. Stop. Why is he, she, they so cute? Are you afraid to misgender a fish? Yeah, I don't want to offend it. How am I supposed to know? I'm not there to ask. So I'm trying to be considerate and, apply at least a couple of the labels, a couple of the pronouns. That way I know. And if it corrects me, it will. How about that? Top 5 Top Gear making fun of countries, France moments. Yeah, France only exists so that Britain and Germany cold have somewhere to go to war. You mean could? France and Germany. Okay. Oh, all right. Now I'm understanding. You're saying that France only exists as Britain and Germany's Smash Brothers level so they can go to war there. I see. Check out the vents in the chair. Swamp prevention. I give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, if you sit on it naked, it's like a cheese grater for spots. That's not how cheese graters work. This is more like a pasta extruder situation. Oh, like a Play-Doh Fun Factory of turd? I was done with this conversation 3 messages ago. I hated all of this. That's I was tapped out 3 whole messages ago, friends. Eating this like it's Fuda de cheese. Wow. What does that mean? I don't think I want to Google any of those words. Terrible time to be literate.
Stolen valor.
My culture is not your costume. Is it a race? Do I Google? I'm not putting this on my search history. I'm going incognito. What is that? Futa. Futa can refer to the Federal Unemployment Tax Act. Well, that's not so bad. What do you mean, unemployed? Wait a second. Oh God. No, I just found it. Never mind. It's not the Federal Unemployment Tax Act. It's far more foul. Okay, all right. I understand that. Okay. Imagine back in 2014 had a goon with this typed left parentheses period, capital Y period, right parentheses, and goon to that. You ever make the boobies an axie and just did your best? Bro on his way to deport the sharks. Dude, he's in love with Gil Clinton. Instead of Bubba, it's Bubble. Oh, I killed myself with that. Oh, God. Wow, that was a good one. That was good, Damien. Normalize naming your children after 10 out of 10 albums. Aw, Good Night, The New Abnormal. Good Night and Evening with Silk Sonic. Hey, a deer. Hey, scratch my balls, please. Can you help me out with that real quick? I'd really appreciate it. Charger so bad I genuinely had to perform a cursed seal technique. Dude, who is making US BDSM? How's he doing that? He's inventing new things. How? You're a maniac. Is uranium edible? Once, and only once. I remember when I was younger, I used to love Alien X. Oh, Ben 10 Alien X? Hell yeah, dude. So I wanted to watch some videos about him and Googled Alien X videos. And then my childhood was shattered into a million pieces. Cause Ben 10 was nowhere to be found. I didn't know what was going on. Girls named Anna/Hannah on their way to use the word banana when creating their username. Get an abortion. Oh, I see you're breaking the mold. Whoa, that's crazy. That's a crazy ass hairstyle. What the hell? That's cool. She looked like the baby spider thing from Toy Story. I mean, yeah, but how cool that you can see that in the wild now, right? I would have never thought of doing something like that. You gotta imagine that sucks going through a metal detector though. What do you remember most from your first sex ed class? I remember Mrs. de Blasio, the school secretary, telling us to never believe a guy who said he couldn't wear condoms because they were too small, and then stretched one over her head like a ski mask as proof. I remember mine, when Mr. Andrews brought in a banana and said, I'm gonna show you kids how to put a condom on. Oh, wow. I got this banana here because I couldn't get hard on an empty stomach. Well, Mr. Andrews, I don't think no, absolutely no, Mr. Andrews. Beaten by the community. I don't know why, but my first thought was he looked like a real version of Barney minus the purple. Yeah, dude, Bayou Barney's terrifying. Oh, he look like Barney. The guy at the bottom. Let's take a look. Let's take a closer look. I'd say so. He's got the big smile like Barney does, but I don't think that smile has good intentions. I would be wary. What would you prefer? Eat M&Ms with M&M, spend 50 cents with 50 Cent, drink juice with Juice World, or spend the weekend with The Weeknd? I'd like to show my beast to Mr. Beast. I think that's what I want to do. I think that's a day well spent. Why do spiders give birth as a defense mechanism? Is that real? Hold on, what? So the only thing I found by Googling it was an article from 2014 about a guy filming a spider attack in Chula Vista, California. It was 3 spiders in a Tupperware box where one was like visibly pregnant. And one spider attacks the mother and the babies are seen jumping from her back, but it doesn't look like it was a defense mechanism. It looks like what happened was maybe the aggressing spider may have torn the egg sac, or it was giving her brood the best chance of survival by releasing them out into the world. But it would be something like the spiderlings would have made that choice, not the mother. Yes, I'd like to buy 50 fire-resistant potions, please. I'd like as many as you're willing to sell me. Hey, please don't, the blacksmith. Hey, can you just do us a favor? You know, we talked it over. Please don't. Whatever heinous things you're cooking up there, don't. Thanks. Please and thank you. Who would win? Every creature in Australia or every Florida man? They would breed. I hate how this is a viable option. It sounds like it sounds like betrayal of of nature and society. I don't agree. I think that they would fight. You get one wish, but 65% of the population also gets exactly what you wished for. What's the wish?
Bone cancer.
What? I mean, damn. Maybe this has a positive ripple effect, and we find a cure because such a large swath has been, diagnosed all at once. Maybe that's what happens. I don't know. This is mutually assured destruction. This is kind of crazy. The class roster in community college. My anthropology class that included a grandmother, 3 trans people, and a Rwandan genocide survivor. You always get the most interesting people. That'd be a lunch table I'd feel like you could learn a lot from. Is $1,000 a week enough money to live comfortably? It depends on the hourly rate of sex workers of the country you live in. Once you get that information, I could give you a lot more info, pal. Let me know your number, I'll tell you. Pick a superpower, and then someone else picks the side effects. Hi!
Lung cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, colorectal cancer, skin cancer, melanoma cancer, bladder cancer, kidney cancer, pancreatic cancer, liver cancer, stomach cancer.
I mean, he's just going through all of them.
Throat cancer, brain cancer, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, nightmare.
He's going down the list. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Jelly-filled donut, and there's always someone in the comment section. Someone jealous in the, in the comment section. Good luck next year. If you bought Dubai chocolate for anyone at any price, you failed 2025. To be honest, I thought Dubai chocolate referred to the things rich men did to the attractive young women they bankroll the international trips of. I didn't know that it was actually a confectionery, that it was actually like a candy you could buy. I just thought it was like a gross, like, innuendo. I didn't know that this is a real treat. I didn't know that. Earth review takes 3 years to unlock voice chat. Tutorial takes 18 years. Banned at levels 60 to 80. Can't respawn. Pay to win. Bad game. Yeah, and dude, spawn killing's allowed in some servers. Isn't that? What's going on? They don't even list which servers it is. Can I just find out? Can I just find out by then? You already made your whole kit. It's up. I'm laughing uncontrollably at this. Why do they look like Pokemon evolutions? Does that make Rizzler a shiny because he's got the green shoes? They have white shoes? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the deal is here. If Rizzler's the starting evolution, he's got to be the shiny. And then we found 2 others that were not shiny. Oh boy. A good Christmas dinner fart would take both of them out. Yeah. Just the force alone would render them unconscious. It would be a nightmare. First fight tomorrow? Any tips? I'm 5 foot 85 pounds, and he's 6'3", 230 pounds. They try to breathe when it goes in. Start praying, little bro. My favorite one of these is it's this same video, right, with the same comments. But my favorite one is the guy that the very end, the ad.
Don't clench.
Just the voice it uses kills me. I love this thread. It was good advice, frankly. Study shows at least one guy in the friend group is actually gay. Uh-oh, well, let's see the comment section. Oh, it's an old-fashioned standoff. He could be in this very room. Update, it's more than one. And here we go, Rainy Radish to set it straight. Sorry, but this isn't true. The study was proven false recently. This study is wrong. I guess one of my friends is secretly gay. No one lesbian though. I have plenty of friend groups and none of my friends are gay. Not true. This is false, by the way. Every time they go back to it, every now and again, they'll leave it. This was all in the span of an hour. They were just like, I have to let them know. What if my comment gets buried? Me anytime Twin says something. Bro's teeth genuinely look like a Geometry Dash level. I don't think it would take me a couple tries to pass it. It looks rough. KFC when I catch you. Okay, but right, doesn't even seem to have any glaze at all. What's going on with that? Well, that's what the jar's for. You gotta add your own glaze. I mean, you want them to do all the work? It already took them so long to conceive the sandwich. You cannot be serious right now. Goon to sleep, your name cannot be serious right now. Dude, what levels of bravery was used to make that name? Well, you see, one time, I don't need you to explain it. I can assume why that's your name. I can assume that you're regaling something that you've done in your life story to be named that. You don't need to explain yourself. Why Sister Johnson got a boneless afro? It's just thinning, man. Be nice. It's thinning. Oh, the dandelion. No. It's horrible. Stupid? Smart. Can I see the stupid ones? Yeah, you're supposed to be able to touch them? I can't do that. I can't even curve them like that. What do you mean? Am I missing something? Is this a bit? Well, you know, that guy is even worse off than me. He can't even form a hand symbol like that. He got scammed. You're supposed to have all 5 fingers, but you know, that's rough, man. At least you got the thumb. Disney artists did not have to go this hard for a short film. Yeah, and I didn't have to be this hard for a short film neither, but here we both are. So neither of us had to have this happen. This Harry Styles ass outfit. Hey, which one? Because I can see him wearing both of these. You want to explain yourself? You want to elaborate? Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Hercules. First dog to go to hell. You promise he's gone, right? Thank you for your loss. He's looking up at us. We still talk about you. Yeah, around campfires at night. We could have chosen a better photo for Hercules. So the one where he's going, roar. Choosing him in the middle of ravenous attack mode might not have been the move for the memorial post. Men who don't approach women. Why? Well, namely, I can't find a girl with a huge cock. That's, you know, why even try at that point? Like, if they're not going to be meeting my sole expectation, what's the, well, you know, why even bother? A live-action Jimmy Neutron movie is reportedly in the works. I hope they get an actual horribly disfigured child to play Jimmy. I hope we see it. I need to see that messed up brain in live action be accurate. No puppetry, no effects, no digitally enhanced. I need that brain to look like that for real. That soldier was yelling, "Shoot me, kill me, come on." I guess those Japanese lessons of my aunt were useful after all. Should someone ask why your aunt was teaching you shoot me and kill me of all things? Why was that in the curriculum? What did old auntie want you prepared for? Japan is the worst country for LGBTQ people to live in. And it's a video titled "Japan may be the worst country for LGBTQ people to live in." Note, live in. Some countries don't get that privilege. Just to put it in perspective for you. You are hard to look at. Thank you. I love your username, Bumful of Calm. Thank you so much. What an incredible name you have, you. Mom? What? He's gonna have an awkward family reunion. That's what's going on. If you see a bulge in a conservative woman's pants, it's a gun. If you see a bulge in a liberal woman's pants, it's a penis. Bringing this country, you know, yeah, more drivel. Either way, it's going in. I don't care what it is. Either way, it's going in my mouth. Line them up. I'll knock them down. Today, I discovered my husband has me in his phone as Jennifer Wortman. Oh, just the full eagle. It could be worse. One of my identical twins has the other twin in his phone as spare parts. I have wife right behind her name because my boss has the same first name and some inappropriate things were said. But I am enjoying that new promotion. Mama, Papa, Jose, and Maria. Aww. Jose, I feel like I have my father's burden on my head. Well, no, it's the... Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, right on the front of the nose there, huh? Just real quick. Thought we wouldn't see, but no, it's right there. If you were able to design Penis 2.0, what would you change? It'll go flaccid and retracted to the pelvis if there are STDs within 5 feet. That's my design feature. Yeah, well, family gatherings are gonna be awkward. What's a smell you low-key like, but you shouldn't? My period. I mean, hey, that was honesty. Yanking my pubes out in chunks. Because you're not responding. 6 hours later, Worm's bald now. No. Just fucking writing that message in tears. She loves me. She loves me not. Yank. Yank. You're slaying, man. Mind you, he's a dentist. Hello, berries in the woods. I'm a actually real doctor, not a mouth chiropractor. I have the degrees and inappropriate relationship with nurses to prove it. So watch what you're saying. More than 300 dead people are currently frozen, waiting to be revived with future technology. If it doesn't work, at least there'll be no complaints, right? Yeah, it's a pretty sweet gig. Imagine as a woman, you marry a guy you think is straight, and then he goes and confesses his love for another male in attendance. Yeah, I'd be lifting up my dress and flicking my shit right then and there, dog. I don't give a fuck. I'm freaked out. You think that's gonna stop me? I came here for a party, god damn it. And if they're gonna bring the entertainment, so be it. I didn't know it was that kind of party, but I'm game. Oh boy. Opportunity comes to those who grab it. Dear optimist, pessimist, and realist. While you guys were busy about the glass of water, I drank it. Sincerely, the opportunist. Hey, has anyone seen my sample jar? The urologist has come into play. No one ever thought about that. That's the scariest part. What if you have IBS and even air makes you your pants? I mean, you could maybe date a scat fetishist and make their entire year. That's, if you want to, use your powers for good to make someone happy, you probably do that. Because there's someone out there will appreciate you for you, rest assured. Always run with scissors. Run like the wind. Counterpoint, always scissor with the runs. Yeah, I laughed out loud. Now that image will be with me for days. Terrible and glorious advice all in one. That's, wowee. That's certainly horrible. What the hell is this? I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this thing. I sure will try. Nazgithiang Falls and Meghalaya, India, also known as the Seven Sisters Waterfall. Well, I only see one sister here. Can you point out the other 6? I'm not sure. I'm confused. Pick a superpower, and someone else picks the side effects. Infinite stamina. Yeah, well, you can't stop gooning due to your stamina. Dude, you were supposed to give me a bad side effect? You just made me even stronger. I'm crying. Why is my flight standing tay down? By God, she'll be on a plane one way or another. She loves her aircraft, dude. True story? My mom and dad were in a crowded elevator while my mom was very obviously pregnant to the point of bursting. I guess she looks at my dad and says, "What are you going to tell your wife about me?" My parents are happily married and she was just pranking him, but my dad said it was the longest elevator ride of his life. Counter with, "When are we going to tell mom and dad?" Now everyone's awkward. I was today years old when I learned that if you feel it in your chest, it's fear. If you feel it in your stomach, it's intuition. If you feel it in your head, it's anger. If you feel it in your muscles, it's anxiety. And if you feel it in your face, it's shame. What if you feel it in your throat? Oh, that's sadness. Oh, got it. Understood. Drop your ex's justification for cheating in the comments section. The most bizarre one gets pinned. Let the audacity be heard. I didn't really cheat. She was too tight and I couldn't get all the way in. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I couldn't do it all the way. You're horrible. We're gonna bomb this guy. If we treated fat people the same as tall people, so how's the weather everywhere? Yeah, it's good, man. It's all right. If there are more than 2 urinals and someone is using the one on the end, it's not illegal to walk up and use the one right next to them, even though it should be. I mean, it's probably not even illegal to use the same one they're using. Well, it is illegal if you reach over to give them a hand. Let's be clear where the line is drawn. Joe Rogan. Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? If Jesus does return, you don't think he can return as artificial intelligence? AI could absolutely return as Jesus. Yeah, my New Year's resolution is to prevent this by f***ing as many computers as possible. PC f***ers stepped in. Oh my God, it's like a final boss. Finally, a worthy opponent. Are you guys gonna race to the top? Those who quit watching. How has your life improved? Stopped watching back in July 2025 after realizing that the I was watching was starting to get too little hardcore. And after the deed was done, I would feel disgusting. Started looking only at photos and videos of me and my wife instead. It was like someone turned a knob for desire from my wife. I already wanted her, of course, but it made our intimacy a lot more intimate and meaningful. Hey man, I'm trying to quit as well. Can you send me those videos of your wife, man? I just appreciate it. Imagine your work in the hood. That's what a regular cousin. He's a nice guy. In order to save the world, I will be replacing AI. Ask me anything. How do you pick up a baby properly? Patrick, I think you should go for girls your own age. Not what I meant. Patrick's like, hey, yo. It's even misunderstanding things like AI does. That's crazy. J. Robert Oppenheimer lectures at Kyoto University on September 14th, 1960 in Kyoto, Japan. Dude, post-game analysis. Some of you may be familiar with my work, and if you're not, ask your friends, because someone will be, I promise you. It hasn't been that far from now. All right. A Boy and His Atom. Wow, the world's smallest movie. Sequel, A Boy Breaks His Atom, and that one doesn't have a very happy ending. You have a 15-year-old mean girl as head of DOJ. Good job, America. Yeah, how do you think she got the job? Oh, Jesus Christ. Stephanie Lazytown edit. Yo, she was a baddie. As a kid? Like when I was a kid? Like, meaning when I was a kid, I saw her and I thought she was a baddie, but it was also when I was a kid. The downstairs neighbor just installed a stripper pole. What's the best way to deal with this? You could connect a car battery to it, but you didn't hear that from me. That'll solve your problem right quick. I'll tell you what, you can connect one car battery to it. Woo-hoo! You know, they'll get on the pole for one last time, that's for sure. He's so vicious. How does he manage to serve looks while asleep? Oh, that's rough. I mean, yeah, his face does resemble the craggy bluffs of the cave wall, but don't know if I used those words correctly, but you know what I meant. Man, that's unfortunate, man. Oh no, you look like you were poorly drawn. That's rough. Why are men always okay with doing nothing for their birthday? Yeah, imagine celebrating the day when all my problems started. How about you? You imagine doing that? It's not fun for me. Nap time, that's all I'd like for my birthday, and peace and quiet, thank you. Till death do us bark, Brazilian state lets pets be buried with owners. I assume after said pet is passed, right? We're not just throwing in Fido at the owner. I put a camera on my cat to see how many friends he has and found this. Make them go into the women's bathroom, please. Oh, you're disgusting. No likes because this is a shameful comment.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This is... And you left it a week. You had a whole week to change your mind and delete it. But no, I'm leaving it up. I have one request. You're disgusting. Does anyone know of any high-paying careers that would allow me to sort things by color? Law enforcement? That's wow. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, what a creative answer. I like, this is what you signed up for on the subreddit, all right? Cynthia is it Erivo? I've never taken the time to learn how to say her last name. Cast as Piccolo in Netflix live-action Dragon Ball Z movie. Dude, what's next? Epstein for Master Roshi? Well, I don't think they're gonna do a Weekend at Bernie's for him, so I would say that's a no. I don't think they're gonna puppeteer him. They're gonna string him up marionette style. I don't think that's gonna happen. Made with 100% heterosexual chicken. This implies the existence of gay chicken. Bark. I don't know. It's not too much to ask, is it? Trump help Iran. Huh. That's clever. Posting a picture of a young girl is bound to get Trump's attention. That's horrible. That's terrible. Oh, Jesus. I feel like we're 2 for 2 on that now as well with Trump in this subreddit. Where does you line him up, he'll knock him down. Oh, God, that's horrible. Body paint? Wow. Now, this makes me wonder what percentage of your face you can cover up with black paint before it's considered racist. I mean, we have that. We see him. Look at that. I think we have the answer there. 3/5, right? Oh, Jesus. That's a fair compromise. That's horrible. Jesus. Charger so bad I genuinely had to perform a cursed seal technique. Oh, damn. Dude's making US BDSM. God. Anything before ordering a new controller. Hi, everyone. To protest's AI, I'm replacing it. Ask me anything. I use less water and know everything. How do I wipe my bum? Rachel, please hurry up. It's starting to crust. Well, that's what Rachel wants. You might not know this, but I think she might be a true crust enthusiast. So, sorry, that's horrible. That's the grossest thing I've ever said. What's an occupation you're sure no one enjoys doing? Sewage diving. If I had to guess, that seems like a lackluster career. That's one of the hard things, one of the dirty jobs I heard so much about. I actually quite enjoy browsing Reddit. So, are you really sure? Concrete lubricator? What a wonderful username. That's why I do it. That's why I love browsing. Hansel and Gretel ends with 2 Germans pushing someone into an oven. Yeah, but the witch deserved it. She was a big-nosed, curly-haired liar who was hoarding all of the treats for her greedy self. And oh no. Okay, yeah. I don't know why the first thing you go after with witch is the big nose, because witches also have warts and scary teeth and evil fingers with pointy nails. Like, there's so many other qualities, and they're green, and witches are green even. There's so many other things. The Polymarket portal between Seattle and Boston was hacked, and foot videos were displayed on the screen. The people who hacked it literally could have done anything on the screen, but they gave everyone free feet instead. I mean, look at the guy standing right there. He's putting his hands up. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God. He can't handle it, dude. Jesus Christ, child predator hands. I don't think the Yautja ever killed a child. Can we go through the Predator franchise? Have they ever? I don't think they've killed a kid. That's not like a worthy opponent. That's like the whole thing. My hands don't look like that. Why would you say something like that to me? Oh, I'm sorry, man. It's unfair when you get wrongful representation. You know the drill. Show me your hear me outs. The Atlantic Ocean. It's always wet. Think about it. Always wet. Always ready. Who the hell just said the Atlantic Ocean? That'd be Corn Cat just above you. And they're standing on business. Genuinely, what is this hook possibly for? Have you ever seen the Playing Hooky episode? That's what it's for. It's for Patrick Starr to get his freak on. IKEA's new $5 hot dog is 20 inches long. Does that change how we think about value food? Oh, what, we're just supposed to Nancy Reagan it for a couple minutes before we touch bun? I mean, I don't know if I could do that. I listen, I appreciate that you think I'm capable, but I'm not the throat goat. They lied when they said long distance won't work. Jesus is crucified on bro's forehead. Oh, that's mean. I read through it and then I got sad at the end. I was like, oh, that's terrible. I could see it. I could see where you're making the comparison. I see him, breaking free right on the forehead there. The symbol's there. Christ is real right on his forehead. Don't love your job. Job your love. Dude, don't meet her in the park. Park the meet in her. Yeah, don't work hard. Work well hard. Yeah, if a boss comes up to you, working hard or hardly working? No, sir. Working well hard. Get out of my store. For 10 seconds, stop what you're doing and just listen. What do you hear? Hey, thanks for this. It turns out the hostage was screaming again. I had to turn off my music. I didn't know. Appreciate the heads up, bud. I just want someone to love me. I love you. See, look at my eyes. I love you. He meant someone hot. Doesn't he? What if he's also a donkey? You don't know. How they make frozen milk. I'm confused. This might be the only one where I don't get the joke. I'm looking at it. And I'm confused. Is this, I don't know. I don't know. There's gonna be a comment calling me like, oh, dude, you don't get it. I don't understand what I'm looking at. I miss you. Sorry, that was a moment of weakness. Ha, you. Yeah, I'm back on the hate train. I fell off for a second, but I'm back now. I'm okay. I'm good. Where did you learn those moves? Watching Pawn. Yeah, it would have been a lot funnier with inverted roles, as she does a lot more than him. It's true, the queen does do a lot more, but that's why this is funny, because the king shouldn't know that many moves. That's why it's funny, Paolo. 3 levels, easy, medium, hard. Harder the challenge, bigger the prize. I could do each level with one hand. I practiced on my mom. What are these levels? Oh, okay, I see. These are bras strap. Oh, you're disgusting. You're nasty, Fred Burger 42069. What an excellent name. Great Billy and Mandy reference. Become. Yeah, the prequel to this game is gonna be wild. This is gonna be, I don't think anyone's ready for that one. Call of Duty removes streamer's skin after homophobic comments. Yeah, the punishment's a bit medieval, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. Yeah, Leah. Take his skin. Just absolutely diabolical for modern day, but I mean, who said that cruel and unusual wasn't going to still be in fashion, right? Women were able to reproduce without men a long time ago through a process called parthenogenesis. Only black women through the female mitochondria, unlike the male mitochondria, is the only mitochondria that can reproduce itself sexually. Not no hermaphrodite or none of that asexual bullshit. They were all females on the planet at one time. Why is Freddy Fazbear telling me that? You notice that? What's going on with Freddy Fazbear? This feels, I don't even know how to begin to feel about this. This feels wrong. This felt wrong to read. Taking a bath while on my period so I know what a blood-hungry shark that just killed its prey feels like.
Are you gonna sell the water? Just curious, cause I'm buying. Money is of no object. Set your price point wherever you may feel.
If you're maniacs. Meat isn't supposed to fall off the bone. It's overcooked. It's supposed to separate gently. How about you gently separate your butt cheeks? How about that, buddy? How about you separate both of them? How about you part that cake? I wonder why the cop pulled him over. Oh, I think to suck his dick. If we see on the back of that window there, it says cops suck dick. Well, the police there are there to protect and serve, and I think they're about to start servicing, if I do say so myself. If you could have 10,000 of anything that start with the letter T, what would you have? Trade $1 dollars.
Testicular torsion.
Oh, two very different answers, but I like to see where everyone's creativity is at. I like, this feels like we're just gauging the room and seeing what everyone thinks. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Can I touch you? Blind teen journalist asks Putin for permission to touch him. You are very handsome. In Mother America, you don't touch president. President touches you. Another Trump one. Ding, 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 ding. We've hit the prize. Why American don't play League of Legends? Hi, I'm a Korean, and I'm in US for an exchange student. I'd wanted to play LoL with my American friends, but no one plays LoL here. Why? It is the best game in my life! That's because they don't know how to defend towers. We've already lost 2 big ones, and we've been told to never forget that, so I think that's why it never caught on here. Jesus. Epstein Library. Are you 18 years of age or older? Well, if you say no, it takes you to a sign-up page for a free trip to an island. Oh, Jesus Christ. All expenses paid, oh my God. Authentic rabbis always oppose Zionism in the state of Israel. Dude, the Minecraft 1.14 update, villagers versus pillagers? Right here in my own home? Spend the night with Sydney Sweeney, or become Spider-Man and gain all his powers. I'm shooting webs either way. I mean, but if you're Spider-Man, you get to swing across buildings, and that'd be really cool. I'm not trying to sell it to you, I'm just saying that'd be pretty fun. Like, either you're paired with someone who had a really questionable commercial about jeans, or you get to swing from building to building really cool. I don't know. I mean, the options are right there in front of you.
Yanking my pubes out in chunks because you're not responding? Worm's bald now. She loves me. She loves me not. I don't know what you're saying, but I hope you do not mean that. People who've had sex with celebrities, how was it? Great, until they kicked me out of the wax museum. Hey, it's better than being kicked out of the graveyard. I was too young to remember. Vaporizing chicken in acid. This is great info. How much would someone need for a chicken that's roughly, 180 pounds? Who's your favorite chosen one? Paul Atreides, Matrix Man, Harry Potter, Anakin Skywalker. Why are they all white guys? How many times has a black man saved your life? Okay, Maleficent dear, what the f***? This Clash of Clans, I think? It's been a long time since I've played this bad boy. I remember I once busted a nut to the Archer Queen. ... Question marks? I need reinforcements. Yeah, ignore what I said. Is there a white person inside you? Is this like a costume? I mean, the back of those nostrils do look pretty white, I must say. This is like the Ninja Turtles movie from 1990 where one of the turtles opened their mouth really wide and you see the person actually inside. Yeah, I just wanted to make a reference to that. Can we organize a summit to teach parents about emojis? My lips emoji, are sealed. Hot take, parents actually use emojis the way they're meant to be used. Your grandma died. We are planning on cremating her. Scientists discovered a powerful crystal that breathes oxygen like a living thing. The what? Great, now vegans are going to tell me that I'm not allowed to lick the breathing crystal. Yes, I did this, and I'm not sorry. This is a Subnautica creature egg, an unidentified egg. I'm not sure what they did. I have no context. I've played this game once, and it was for like 2 hours. I think they should make it that the cuttlefish eggs run your reactor indefinitely, but they audibly scream and cry the whole time. If I had $1 for every girl that found me unattractive, they'd eventually find me attractive. And then you run out of money and the whole cycle starts again. The circle of life. KFC, when I catch you, they gave you a chicken donut sandwich without the Oh, the rest was up to you. A group where you can anonymously ask for money. 2 out of 1,000. Single mom of 8 needs iPhone 16 256 gigabyte. Single mom of 8? Close your legs and get a Samsung. Why did you even join this group? To upset people. Free dopamine. You should try it sometime. Serial butt sniffer arrested for the 3rd time? How did bro not hear the police coming with those noise-canceling ears? He's got some Shrek ears, man. Scientists at Princeton University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Eve, the first human woman created by God, may have looked. Looks like Eve is about to drop a whole album about breaking up with Adam. What's the dumbest thing you did because you were too horny? Stayed up almost all night playing around with a new super hot girlfriend, but didn't have sex. Went to work in a restaurant and had to prepare a spicy dish with Scotch bonnet chilies. Literally couldn't concentrate on chopping because I kept daydreaming about the night I'd had, / how tired I was, / how damn horny I was. Bailed from the kitchen to the men's room and bust a nut in the cubicle without washing my hands. My life, the fire of London didn't burn as hard as my now extremely flaccid knob did. # never forget. You could have washed your hands though. You will experience police brutality very soon. What the kind of fortune is this? You don't even need a fortune cookie. It's written in the palm of your hand. Damn, oh my god. Damn, that's dark. I want to be friends with boys the way boys are friends with boys. I once had my mate weld shut my mini fridge on my birthday and I couldn't get to any of my booze. Woman can't handle this type of friendship. I want to be friends with boys the way boys are friends with boys. I guess this is a new TikTok thing. Male friendship is inherently homoerotic, lol. I mean, with the way that some dudes be talking to other dudes, me included, yeah, I get it. My stepmom is a Fudanari 123, Fudanari chemist. My stepsis is a Fudanari 1 and 2. My sugar mommy, my therapist 1 and 2, my trainer, my Yandere, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. My bad, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Futanari. Plays the game, goons to the characters. This is like all the Hoyoverse games, right? Angry Birds. I don't know how you're doing that, but I'm happy for you. I still can't believe this peon really broke up with his girl because she turned giant and had superpowers. He could have lived in it? Oh no, my steak is too juicy and my beer is too cold. I'd be in there using the G-spot as a punching bag. Cave divers would have had a field day. Jesus Christ, you guys need help. German Argentinian. Nobody asked what her grandfather was doing from 1936 to 1945. You know what's crazy but not illegal? You can go to Petco and buy 4 cute little guinea pigs and grill them in the parking lot. Me to the girl with rainbow hair who works at Petco with my burnt guinea pig. Smart people have poor eyesight because lower graphics make your brain run faster. Stephen Hawking has closed all background tasks for more FPS. How did his head get so big? Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, yeah, it is a little bigger, isn't it? Because of all the 20-year-olds that have sat on it. Just lost my 3rd patient this week. You're killing it. You're killing the patients. I hope that's not happening. That's awful. Why do men peanut so fast? Gotta get home to the woman I love. Jesus. Map reveals all UFO sightings reported around the world. Jarvis, now overlay the map of around the world. Kylie's nails with Timothy. Kylie's nails with Travis. What does that even mean? That she fingers him? I don't know who Kylie or Timothy or Travis are. Say half of your name and then let a stranger finish it. I want to laugh. I'm not doing this. Nina. The creator of Nutella, Francesco Rivella, has died on Valentine's Day at the age of 97. That is a hell of a life. No, I wanted to ask him why the N is black. Every time there is discussion on real AI enhanced images, I remember this image and die. Original, clearly a photo of Barack Obama. Result, not Barack Obama at all. That is Joe Schmo. AI upscaling isn't that accurate. You de-Baracked my Obama. Brian Obama. When you get older, do people become attractive to you? Like when I'm 70, are 70-year-old women gonna look hot? This is a real concern of mine. You had little girlfriends in elementary school. Do you still find elementary schoolers attractive now? You don't want me to answer that. Yeah, that's him right there. That's him. All right, we got Border Patrol and Booty Patrol, both looking for Latinas, but for different reasons. Ridley Scott's Alien squatting to poop, but another smaller butt comes out and poops instead. That's genius. This wasn't in Romulus, and I'm confused. When your snake decides they aren't hungry one day, and now you have a pet rat. I'll take it. Rat 28? Not with that username. Girls will cry over guys who look like this. Good night. So you gotta be considerate what you say about ramen noodles and egg and whatever the other things are, because there could be someone that looks just like those that you could upset. A single man over 30 with no kids is a major red flag. A single mom with 3 kids wrote this. Some Russian pilot. Why is there a bee going 2,400 kilometers per hour out here? Some American pilots. Why is there a skyscraper going Mach 2? OMG, Alex Minecraft. Shift, 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 shift. Sticky keys, god damn it. Just had surgery on my shoulder and found my coochie shaved. I didn't do that. That's nothing. I woke up with a condom inside me. You've got to be kidding me. I never said I was in the hospital. I don't sleep with vaccinated women. This is how 2-year-olds look at you when they're actively their pants. He looks like a Fortnite character render, just a little bit, though he looks more like a tool who sex traffics women. Guys, what does this mean? Tribute? It's unhinged, but can I tribute you? No, no, no! Sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. This is troubling given your username. I am going to that. I just got a vasectomy. Icing my junk. Ice, ice, no baby. Her friend went to Wales and checked into her Airbnb, and this was who was waiting for her. Welsh brothel? Bruh. Without a queen to lay eggs, how will more British people be born? One of us will grow wings and fly off to colonize somewhere, probably. Okay, looks like some sort of animation, I assume? So, you can animate, huh? Is this like an implication of, oh, you're an animator, therefore you must make because you're on the internet? Weirdo. Zelda, you know, Derp Hickson started innocent like you. Again, it's like, imagine you're an animator and you have just a bunch of people come up to you and go, hey, so you're an animator, huh? Have you heard of, Japanese design firm Kenji Abe has designed a glass beer bottle that you can stick into the sand on the beach. Yeah, it's going in my ass. Call me Ben, cause all my bitch 10? Huh? Nah, I mean it like that. Asexual people writing the most god-tier smut you've ever read in your life. Coaches don't play. How to slow down time. Step 1. Yep, that'll do it. Do I have to take the skin off first? Seems a little excessive. Nice. You know what I got for free 4 months ago? Cancer. Congratulations. That's awful. Which body type do girls find most attractive? People with body type 2 tend to attract girls with their personality and confidence. Gravity /S, is that serious? Yeah, you know, girls do be liking that gravity, though. Babality. A woman won a Mortal Kombat tournament while holding her newborn in her arms just 5 days after giving birth. That's crazy that she was already right back on the saddle, the fighting game saddle. Rage quits, throws baby. Next patch notes, baby projectile now banned in tournaments. Will collaborate with every brand who comments on this reel. X-Hamster1. Hello, ma'am. The first and only brownie pan designed for edge lovers? What lovers, VAT19? I wish someone would edge in my brownies. Okay. Nice ass, Mom. Your ass is huge. Thanks, honey, but I'm your mother. She stopped that right now. That's a good idea. Cake is cake no matter the baker. Okay. I am Jack's throwaway. You throwaway account? This is where you say that filthy stuff, young man? Anyone eaten camel before? Only the toe. What shouldn't turn you on, but does? Anyone touching my neck ever. My brother pretended to choke me the other day, putting his hands on my neck, and I had to very quickly tell him to stop. OMG, stepbrother, what are you doing? Daily reminder, the key to solving the fertility crisis is just ending universal suffrage. Democracy is a death cult. Anything else happened in 1945 you want to talk about? Steve Jobs' daughter, by the way. Beautifully designed, sleek, minimal, 3 ports. Jesus Christ. Dream is a triplet? Dream, nightmare, insomnia. We got dream, lucid dream, and daydream. What movie title could also work for an adult film? There Will Be Blood. Jesus, man. Oh my God. That is a sculpture that is, nice. I'm gonna get frostbite. Where are you going to get frostbite? Oh, hey, Lord of the Rings Gollum guy. If garlic was a person, was mine meaner? I'm sorry. Life hack. If you wear a falconry glove to the park and frantically stare at the sky, everyone with a small dog will leave. They'll leave even faster if you use the glove to pleasure yourself. I mean, yeah, I think I would leave quickly if someone in a park was pleasuring themselves. I think I'm out. Jesus Christ, is she chugging milk? I can only assume that's milk or eggnog. That'd be even more difficult. That's a stomachache waiting to happen. Some dude said reloading her guns. Oh, and there's the dude. Obsessed with this look / hair, but I'm a male. This is Pulp Fiction. That's the style that girl had. I don't know her name. I saw the movie once, but everyone knows the most iconic person to rock the look would be Lord Farquaad. Name a movie, but replace one word with asshole. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Asshole. What happens in that movie? I don't know. Smart people have poor eyesight because lower graphics make your brain run faster. Stephen Hawking has closed all background tasks for more FPS. He's dead. Name an animated series you think sucks, but the characters are hot. My Little Pony? All right, man. All right. I went from losing no one my whole life to almost 10 people within a year. I don't know how much more I can take. Real ones stay and the fake ones leave. Only thing you gotta remember. They're f***ing dead, dumbass. You can choose one item to have unlimited of, but the top reply is the consequence. Lukewarm milk. It's from your future daughter. What the f***? Yeah, that's a appropriate reaction image. What the hell is that? A jet engine? And that car has a giant nose. I don't want to know where that nose is going. I like my woman like I like my monster. Or I like my woman like my monster. Same difference, I guess. I don't know how you like your women like you like your monster. I can't read that. White, cold, and not moving. Okay, well, that's not what I was thinking. Breaking. Nobel Prize Committee launches investigation after Polymarket announced the winner 12 hours before they did. It should have been this guy. Thomas Wadhouse was an English circus performer who lived in the 18th century. He is most famously known for having the world's longest nose, which measured 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters long. He must have done it at least once. I cannot imagine running into a guy with that. Literally Squidward. Yummy, I made myself some dino nuggets. Them MFs look like they just got hit by a second asteroid. Yeah, I was about to say, those are post-asteroid dino nuggies, that's for sure. How'd you know you were bulletproof? I didn't. I just knew that you weren't. See, it's stuff like this that makes me really like the show. You mean the dialogue or the oily naked man? Guys who type, okay. Guys who type, okay. What if I do both? You're a femboy with a giant dong? Adam Harrison, son of Pawn Stars icon Rick Harrison, dies at 33. Or 39? I actually had no idea that happened. That sucks. They could have saved him, but Rick had to call his buddy who was an expert on dying people to see if he was legitimately dying. Okay, man. Come on. Controlling your anger makes you realize how pointless most arguments are. The most powerful thing you can do is refuse to give someone else control over your peace. And it often makes other people mad when they are trying to argue, but you refuse to engage. This one time I was in the subway looking at a video on my phone, when out of nowhere this angry guy comes yelling at me to put it away and how that's disgusting. I didn't acknowledge him and just continued doing what I was doing until he got so angry that he called the cops on me. For f***'s sake, some people won't just let you jerk off in peace. 300-year-old piano finger exercise. Some tarantulas probably bricked up watching this. How many views? Is this actually a tarantula commenting this? Are they just projecting right now? Perfect posture, if that's what you want to call it. Dude looks like he's about to float towards the scent of a freshly baked pie. I smell a delicious pie. I'm gonna walk over there without myself. I've got a lot of diarrhea built up. Okay, we're gonna move on. Send me there and every woman over 18 will be pregnant. I'm not the one that'll do it. They'll just see me and appreciate the men there more. Okay. POV. You are the only one Korean student in Pakistani university. Bro is on punishment by Korean government. Bro is pursuing lower studies. What was ruined because too many people started doing it? My wife. Experiencing SA as a child was truly an amazing experience. Hank, don't abbreviate San Andreas. Grilled cheese Obama sandwich, the full version. Existentia changes parody. This song has touched me in places even my uncle couldn't. Okay, man. Hi, why are we shouting? Because I need to trick myself into having energy for the workday. Ah, I use caffeine and Sonic waffles for that. I just licked an electrical outlet. Yeah, that seems accurate. True story. When your gynecologist says she would set you up with her son, and you're a little desperate. My son would tear this up. Oh, this looks... Oh, this looks perfect for my boy. That is awful. Steve Jobs' daughter, by the way. Oh, no way. He missed out on naming her Foot Jobs. Dude, that's funny, dude. That's got to be the funniest thing I've read all day. So can you find a structure which contains no triangles and is nonetheless rigid? Yeah, I got a rigid structure right here. Make them think it's a photo. I use them teeth as a can opener. When I see those teeth, I think of Thing 1 and Thing 2 from the live action Cat in the Hat. Or Mater. Texting your brother is like texting a boy who has zero interest in you. I would hope so. Like, are you disappointed that your brother has no, what interest are we talking? I think I know what you mean, but I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page here. Tom Brady, minority owner. Not fair. My family lost all of ours in 1865. Tom, I don't think you can do that anymore. It's like 2025, man. I mean, come on. Can we normalize calling people by their usernames, please? No, says Gay Abortion. Oh, hell no, dog, says Bang Chan's left butt. What? Bang Chan? Bang. I don't know who this is, but they are their left butt cheek hair. If you wrote a book in which your best friend turns into a villain, what would be the last line? When you promised we'd end this war together. I didn't know you meant on opposite sides. I'm gonna touch you, bro. This is not pro-disabled. This is anti-homeless architecture disguised as disabled accommodation. Do not be fooled. Not to be that guy, but wheelchair users are not starved for places to sit down. In another timeline, your wife got railed by every Chad and Tyrone for the entirety of her 20s before meeting you. Who cares? She's getting railed by me now. I win. Batman got his name from his fear of bats. Using the same logic, what is your superhero name? Women Man. Might be Tornado Man. That sounds pretty cool though. When giving birth, she probably just stretched her uterus and the doctor went in there with a mining helmet and took the baby. For Mrs. Incredible. Yeah, you know what? I like that theory. I think you should ask Pixar. I mean, I'm sure they'd be happy to confirm or deny it. Probably deny it. Are you gathering nuts for winter? No, I haven't seen your PlayStation controller. Is he venomous? Men during Woman's Day, women during Men's Day. I didn't even know both of these days were actual days. I just harass everyone regardless of gender. Is that fine? Yeah, man, equality. Call of Duty removes streamer's skin after homophobic comments. The punishment is a bit medieval, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. That's not how you spell it. Frederick has just passed. I've been bawling all day. Me when my dog dies. Oh shit, I'm bawling. Easy ways to kill a husband. I cannot drown him. Inject insulin under his tongue. That way the mark will never be found. Then drive the body 2 hours away from your house. That way you're outside the geographical profile. Then dig a hole 12 feet deep and put his body in it. Fill halfway, then put a dead animal and cover it. Put a dead animal in and cover it. That way, if they bring dogs, the dogs will just be alert to a dead animal. If the cops so happen to find the body, they will run a tox screen to see if there were any drugs involved. Insulin won't show up on a normal tox screen, and if they specifically test for insulin, then they will assume that it was undiagnosed diabetes. Oh, you meant a sim. Oops. Oh, yeah, no, this was asked in the Sims 4 community. I also skipped over that part. I just wanted to get to the juicy details or explanation on how to hide a corpse. What starts with a P and ends with Epsy, and we all love it. Pepsi-Steen. Watching Derpixen put up one last fight against AI. Not all heroes draw clothes. Oh, okay, Google very quickly reminded me who that was. I think Trump is Batman when you think about it. Did Batman touch kids? I don't think so. I don't remember that in any of the adaptations I've seen. Hey, Queso, love the streams. You ever just super glue your fingers to your titties and walk around like a T-Rex? Yeah, no, I think his face says it all. Yeah, I mean, I've never tried it myself, but don't knock it, right? My aunt, 1945, gave chlamydia to about 130 This is how we win. Thank you for your cervix. When you just blew half a planet in her mouth and she tries to kiss you, a good chef isn't afraid to taste his own cooking. Reply. I love that. Someone know what part of the Bible describes the workout routine to get the body of Christ? CrossFit. Nailed it, says Satan everything. Elon Musk's XAI and Pentagon have reached a deal to deploy Grok in classified systems, adding a C to the SAM missiles. Jesus. I can't believe a headline like this is like, it's just real, you know, that this is just reality. Taylor Swift went fully makeup free and looks stunning. She looks like the singer of Megadeth. She looks like a woman. Justice for short people. Double standard at its finest. Why is this okay, but not this? Disappointment versus internal bleeding. Yeah, I think I can, I think I got this one, fellas. The second one is an adult and a child. Sam Altman would like to remind you that humans use a lot of energy too. Training a human takes 20 years of food. Dude, shut the you're such a oh my god, I want to I don't know if I can say what I want to do. Would only require a couple hundred calories to flay his skin from his body using a rusty butter knife. Actually, though, like, what a moron. Like, oh, AI uses power? Well, you know, humans use... Dude, like, that, like, I can't even tell you how much of a idiot you sound like saying that shit. Like, I feel insane even having to say it. Humans and AI data centers ruining water for people are not even, like, remotely the same. Like, I can't believe it, man. I'm flabbergasted. Sometimes you don't even realize you were sexually assaulted until months or years later, or even decades, after he earns enough money. Oh. Is this a factory where gays are made? Yes, we are... I can't say that. This could also be a giant Crayola crayon factory. Ability to telekinetically make other people fart really loud. Anytime you wanted them to during a speech, teaching a class, preaching a funeral, etc. And sulfur rotten egg farts that will make you panic. Imagine the possibilities. Maybe you're getting lectured by a Karen at Publix because you went the wrong way down an aisle and she rips a 30-second juicy death fart so loud that a can of tuna fell off the shelf behind her. So vile the building had to be evacuated. Karen loses all credibility. What the f***? Yeah, pretty sure this was posted by an alternate faithful sheriff account. We got married. I support y'all because no offspring deserves this type of head. The cycle ends with you guys. That's so mean. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Just like you can show a liberal the truth, but you can't make it think. The horse will drink if you put its head in the water and clap its nuts between two bricks, as that creates an involuntary sucking in of air or water. Elon, what the f*** are you talking about? You know what? I actually don't care. My guy looks like a custom GTA character. He skipped leg year. Fought in them jeans, man, you will break your ankle. I eat kiwis with the hairy skin on. My mom said I seemed to like it, so she wasn't going to stop me. Later on, I find out that I'm a freak of nature for doing it, but I still eat it that way because I just like it. The only downside is that since I like the texture of the hair and skin, I have forbidden fruit moments when I'm looking at the abdomen of a tarantula. Yes, officer, this comment right here. I wish I would have known this was going to be our last interaction together. We will bring the enemy to its knees. This sounds pretty gay, to be honest. I got my license! When did they start giving a license for that? What? Oh, like a license. Okay, nice one. You know who's not on the Epstein list? I mean, yeah, he's still a weirdo, though. Parallel lines never intersect. There's a reason you've only seen black and white pictures of EmKay, by the way. That's because milk is white? Oh, wait, sorry. Iran appears to be unusually full of Gryffindors. Whatever that means. I don't know, but by the end of the 70s, Cambodia had unusually few Ravenclaws. Harry Potter and the Cambodian killing fields. Why do we have 2 nostrils instead of one big hole? Nature knows what happens to big holes. No. I don't know what that's a response to. What would you do if someone just picked you up and ran away? Genuinely. Just found my roommate's piss box. Okay. After a messy mishap one day, my father gave me a great piece of advice that I've carried with me to this day. Son, he said, never fill a piss box heavier than you're able to lift. He was a wise man, and I miss him dearly. A wise man indeed. You have no CP. That sounds about right. Fact check status. False? This is Call of Duty, by the way. You know, no. This isn't Call of Duty. This isn't exclusively a Call of Duty problem. Call of Duty and some of the Resident Evil games, they have challenge points, and they abbreviate it when, dude, you do not have to abbreviate that. Simple but appealing female design. Good line work. Basic drawing foundational skill. OP, please utilize your full potential. Thanks. Took your advice. Here's you pregnant. Oh, okay. Gonna watch the midnight premiere. What? Uma Musume? Oh, the horse thing? It got a movie or an anime, or I thought it was just a mobile game. I'm out of the loop. Someone moaned when Takyon took her shoes off. Okay. She was the most amazing side profile we've ever seen. That's a mean response. Some of these are just awful, making fun of people's looks. I'm not gonna add to them. Slapping my face for 24 hours in one video. This is the guy who turned himself into AI. How do we even know this is real? I paused the video but could still hear the sound coming from my parents' bedroom. Damn. Dang, what difficulty you playing? I think it's hard. Cutely pokes it. That is not what they meant. This kid was sent to the principal's office for lying that his uncle was Superman. The next day, his uncle, Henry Cavill, beat him to death with his bare hands. The kid or the principal? Hi, Anon, I'm going to be your starter Pokemon. We are going to have so much fun. We sure are, Onahole. We sure are. Yeah, that right there, officer. My wife and I have a party trick. I have no gallbladder. If I eat anything oily without meds, I can fart for 6 full seconds with enough force to trigger earthquake sensors. She eats a lot of durian. Silent, but you'd rather snort the underwear of a weak dead hobo that had been eating skunk. We go to the opposite sides of a crowd. I'll blast open hell and people scoot away from me right into the stench of it. Our most effective attack made a baby cry and a dog puke simultaneously. What the fuck? Must say, haven't seen a top like that before. Standing in the bathroom, trying to decide what to wear, then suddenly, you see it. It's under your feet the whole time. Michael Jackson? He lives? Why did you kill Tanjiro's family? This has got to be some anime shit. I don't know. Boy moms are never beating the allegations. Mine stopped at 15 months, broke my heart. He finished nursing, tapped my breast, and said, no more, and that was it. He's nearly 40, and I still ask him if he wants mummy's titty. What the fuck? Yeah, I know. I think you nailed it on the head there, right there, Rachel. You get to add 10 to any number in your life. What would you choose and why? Sorry, girls, but periods are now 50 days. I now get 50 weeks paid vacation per year. Mr. President, they just hit the 20th tower. God damn. That is a lot of planes. You know, you think 9/11 couldn't get any worse, but it could be 9110. This is how the alphabet looks from above. It's like Morse code. Is this person replying in Morse code? Is there a joke here? I don't know, but I appreciate the joke. Come on, ref. That's a travel? Bro's closer to Kobe than LeBron. Also, bro, dude, put those dogs away! India will remain fastest growing major economy in 2026 and 2027, predicts IMF. Awesome. Going to chest thump about this with my blackened lungs, adulterated paneer sandwich, and radioactive water. Yum, yum, yum. I've made a zip bomb that unextracts to the teeny tiny size of 55.4 yottabytes? I've never even heard of a yottabyte. For context, a zettabyte is 0.001 of a yottabyte. And as of 2016, internet traffic is 1.1 zettabyte per year. Bonnie Blue's son genetic information. A cop trying to distract the girl from her dad dying in a car crash. Don't scroll without liking. See that orphanage over there? That is just terrible. Balenciaga's $9,900 shipping box outfit is breaking the internet. Y'all rocking this or nah? Homeless People Union should press charges for the intellectual property infringement and take their millions. Dude, $9,900. You're insane. Who is running this company? I'd like to have a word. After killing the two males she was paired with, Walnut, the crane, fell in love with her zookeeper. Okay, I don't know how people know that the animal fell in love with the human, but anyways, that is the face of a man worried he will be next. Good news, he was not next. In fact, she accepted him as her mate. He learned the crane mating dance, and now every year he artificially inseminates her with crane women to expand the very endangered crane population. True story. I'm about to ask for a raise after reading that. Oh, look at that pretty fella right there. The perfect line, you know, the white body, the black head. I mean, that's gorgeous. 85% good boy. What do you mean by that? What would you like to elaborate on that? Germany plans to build Europe's strongest military force by 2039. Odd date to pick, but okay. Need a man who never looked at other women. National Society of the Blind and Partially Sighted. Never looked at other women? I'm sorry, I think you're I don't know if you're gonna find anyone unless they're like a child or like a newborn baby, but that's gonna raise a lot of issues. That's gonna not be okay. 2 years? Aren't you the Hot Pocket person? This screenshot literally ruined my life. You think your life is hard? Try being stuffed with meat 24/7. What? The amazing digital footprint. Digital footprint. I'm asking for another raise. In 2000, 4-year-old Qian Hongyan lost both of her legs in a car accident in China. Her family was too poor to afford prosthetic legs, so they found another way to help her move. They cut a basketball in half, placed it under her body, and gave her wooden handles so she could presumably move around. Okay, man. Breaking. Elon's odds of winning his lawsuit against Sam Altman soar as he reveals, quote, the discovery and testimony will blow your mind. This is what happens when crypto bros discovered a divorce court for men. And imagine being in court with Elon, the guy who moves like a man that rehearsed being human once and decided that was enough forever. An Israeli soldier smashing the head of Jesus Christ with a sledgehammer in southern Lebanon. I'd make a joke about why the IDF is attacking that doctor, but blowing up hospitals is sort of their thing already. Free Palestine. Scientists have developed a pill that can extend the lifespan of dogs by literal years, and they're pushing to get it on the market by 2027. It's a daily beef-flavored medication made specifically for senior dogs to keep them healthy as they age. Place your bets on the first podcaster to admit to taking dog immortality pills. Yeah, but I took the dog pills, right? And I'm telling you what, I mixed them with the protein powder that I'm selling. You can get it right now on Infowars.com. Or no, wait, I don't own that. I don't own that anymore. What the hell is this? I am XXXXXXXXXXXL. I was laughing until I realized people goon to this. I was gooning until I realized people laugh at this. Fantastic breasts. Sending this to my wife to make her feel worse. I've seen your wife's breasts, and they are fantastic. My sister got her 4th divorce today, and my dad crashing out in the family group chat. I just divorced him. Whee! You're like the first slice of bread in the bag. Everyone touches you, but nobody really wants you. What the fuck, Dad? God damn. If you're not having sex, you'll get fat. It's okay, you'll get it someday. Who you lasting longer with? 1 minute with Mike Tyson or 1 minute with Lena Rhodes? I don't think I would even be able to get an erection with Tyson, but I'll try. How do you like your coffee if you drink it? I do not drink it, but this person purposely tried to get into fights so that they can be manhandled and get a boner. Walmart restocked on monsters today. Oh, hell no, they got the trans monster. Did not expect trans flag in Texas. However, the segregation I did. Can someone explain why window bars are curved at the bottom? Emergency restroom. Edit. Wrong GIF, just pretend it's the other one. Nah, you got the right one. Imagine being stuck in a room surrounded by everyone you've ever had sex with. Just 2 hands. Granddad, you're back from the dead! 11-year-old hits a hole-in-one on his first round of golf ever. Damn. This kid and his entire family. A professional golfer commented that and deleted. Secretary, I assume, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. seen not ducking for cover. Runs in the family, I guess. I mean, what's the point, right? This lighting. Why is he telling me a ghost story? Why does it look like he has huge tits? Am I crazy? I mean, Mark's a pretty muscular guy. I mean, he's got some knockers, Anime, cat girl, wolf girl, something girl. The masculine urge to play this on repeat, this while playing the most brutal war games to ever exist. Edit. Can y'all stop replying? My phone is blowing up. Edit 2. Well, it turns out that urge wasn't very masculine. I'm a femboy now. Damn. My first time seeing muscle memory. How do people think of stuff like that? Wrong answers only. I like my men like I like my ceiling fan. All right, before I even read what's at the bottom, what the hell? Like my ceiling fan turned on? I guess I can only assume my fan's always on. I have to have air moving in here. Capable of decapitating someone, but controlled enough not to? I mean, that works. When you hit the me limit and someone gives birth, does that mean a me gets deported or does the baby get aborted? Me's carriage. I want what he on. You want liver failure? Micah was born with a rare genetic disease called ALGS. I meant the car seat. Sometimes we all just want to be, we just want to go back to baby, Laptop overheating? Pour water on it to cool it down. I trusted you. Do not trust people like me. I will take you to museums and parks and monuments and kiss you in every beautiful place so that you can never go back to them without tasting me like blood in your mouth. I will destroy you in the most beautiful way possible. And when I leave you, you will finally understand why storms are named after people. How healthy or unhealthy is Panda Express? Well, I mean, most of it is fried. I'm talking about food items such as white rice, super greens, and the broccoli beef. It can't all be all that bad for you, right? It's so healthy. Me and my buddies love sharing one nice big serving of rice. We blindfold ourselves and use our tongues to explore the rice itself. It's like a maze, and if you accidentally rub against a friend's tongue, that's okay. We're all here to feast. That's great. I'm really happy for you guys. Enjoy that rice. Yeah. What is an immediate red flag you've seen from someone after sleeping with them? Said she was pregnant the next day. Yeah, like why the hell did she get pregnant? You didn't have to do that. Just don't. Soulmates don't know age, race, or color. Souls only know feelings, connections, and love. That dude's shadow is white. I thought it was going to be a joke like, oh, he hasn't been unlocked yet. Ice Spice threatens to fart if the war in Iran continues. I can't wait to smell it. All right, you're getting drafted. Ah, shit. 50 years old in 1985 versus 50-year-old in 2026. Just because the wrapper is wrinkled doesn't mean the candy's not sweet. All right, that comment aside, 50 years old in this year versus dude, people age differently. Use your brain. Hey, Case, just want to say I love the streams. Keep up the great work. I want to dookie in your mouth. There is no streamer and audience like Queso and his audience. I tell you what, man, I love him. I got -3% on my science test. Ask me anything. What's your grade in the class, and were you trying to get negative points? I had like an 8% going into it, and I got negative points because I drew Alvin and the Chipmunk tie in the short response section. Was it who's getting the best head? The fashion trend that won't go away. Matching clothes for the whole family. I've never seen that before. I'm sorry, but the rack on that mom is out of control. Name anything else in the picture. How many babies? Who knows? What did the shirt say? No idea. What was the dad's hair color? Unknown. But you saw mom. A bullet travels at 3,000 miles per hour, and NASA says Artemis is traveling at 24,000 miles per hour. Okay, what are you trying to prove? Bro, if a logical thought ran through your mind, it would be a shot for trespassing. My dad texted me the other day. This is why he needs to stop using voice to text. He meant Loki, aka our puppy. Loki just pissed on mom. Oh my god. Someone replied to your story, I like your vibes. Can I be your vibrator? Can you vibrate? Like, does it vibrate though? One day this guy will suddenly stop posting videos. Oh, the guy picking up random animals in the forest or swamp or whatever. Yoink, the Grim Reaper. Do you like Yuri? Yes or no? Here's my take. Yuri in anime, good. Yuri IRL, no. Amazon has officially launched 1-hour shipping in US. Over 100 cities. How does that even work? They in them warehouses with whips and chains. Or maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Breaking. Jesus is coming soon. Are you ready? Good. My jaw was tired.